York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rental, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 34 of York Revolution Baseball. Welcome to Independence Day 2021. I hope you're all having a great 4th of July as the Revs get set to host the Lancaster Barnstormers, coming off history made in this ballpark earlier this morning. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Ray Jensen. Welcome to Revs Baseball and welcome to July 4th weekend on radio, presented by Brewery Products, as the Revs get set to host the Barnstormers on the holiday game, 6 p.m. first pitch, and the biggest fireworks show in York coming up later on this evening. And Ray, we had some early returns on pyrotechnics last night in the form of on-field heroics. The Revs with an all-timer. In fact, it finished at 12:02 this morning, and the Revs are racing a 10-run deficit, biggest comeback in franchise history. It was absolutely incredible to sit here and watch it unfold.
Yeah, it was one of those things that you wouldn't believe it unless you were here to see it. But it happened before our very eyes last night, Daryl, and talk about the effort that the Revs put in at the plate and on the mound as well. Johan Lopez struggled in his first start in a Revs uniform. The bullpen took over from there, able to help him out. Just one earned run allowed by all Revs relievers last night, all 6 of them, in fact, who took the mound for York last night. And the heroics late in the 8th inning, the 3-run 8th, the one to do it, and huge contributions all across the board, Daryl.
Yeah, the Revs' previous biggest comeback was from down 7 runs. They had done that 3 times previously. The last time they did it was in 2016, but last night took the cake, and it came just 2 nights after coming back from down 9, nearly coming back from down 9 in their game at High Point on Thursday. And take a look at what's coming up today, what's on tap, brought to you by Brewery Products and Land Chart, which is always on tap here at PeoplesBank Park. And on our pregame tonight, we've got the highlights from last night and early this morning. If you checked out early, you may not believe what happened here last night, so we'll let you relive it. We've got Mace coming up here shortly as well. Duke Von Schaman makes the start for the Revs in this one as they go for back-to-back wins. He's coming off a good one in a no decision at High Point. He's 1-3 overall. And right-hander Yoel Espinal will start for Lancaster. He has struggled, and his record 1-4. Revs 14-19 after the win last night. Barnstormers 16-17. Revs now 3-5 in this year's War of the Roses series, and they'll look to ride the momentum from the historic night with Game 3 of this 4-game series coming up. We'll have it for you right here on Sports Radio at 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Well, if you weren't with us last night, it was one for the ages. It was a stunner. The Revs coming back from down 10. And we have the highlights for you and a lot of yelling here over the next few minutes. In fact, Mace had a certain way to put it, at which I'm not at liberty to share on the air. But it was a lot of fun last night. If you weren't here, here you go.
1-1. Swing and a well-hit ball to deep right field. Watch this one go. Home run, Jack Kenley. Out over the picnic tents in right. It caroms up off the clubhouse. And Kenley with his first Revolution home run, a no-doubter. And the Revs are on the board. 0-2. And he swings and he lines one into right center, a base hit. Herrera in to score, Dundon up to second. 11-2, and Darian Sanford with a much-needed base hit. Got a pitch up on 2 strikes and levels it into right center. And Ross Peoples will make a visit. Pitch to Andre, he swings and he grounds one the other way. It's cut off at second, nobody at first, it's an infield hit. First career hit for Andre Cuevas. He drives in Dundon from third. It's 11-3. Get the ball for him. Pitch to Castro. He swings and he lines one down the line in left field, and that's going to drop fair. Base hit going to the corner. 2-run score. Cuevas to third. Castro is in with a 2-run double. Don't look now. It's 11-5 here in the third inning. And Castro drives in numbers 30 and 31 on his season and is again tied for the league lead in runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 and a swing, a ground ball left side. That's a base hit. Cuevas will score his first career run. And Castro goes to third. James Harris, the RBI single. 11-6 our score. Still no outs here in the third inning. 5 runs have crossed. Another 2-2. And a swing, a line drive, left center field. That's down for a hit. Castro tagged just in case. He comes in to score, and it's 11-7 here in the third inning. Kenley with another RBI hit, going the other way to left center. And that's going to be it for Mendoza tonight. Ross Peoples heading to the mound. Revs have scored 6 this inning. Still no outs, and they've batted around. The first 8 have all reached. He fires, and a swing and a drive the other way toward the corner in right field. It's slicing, and it is fair! And it one-hops the wall. 1 run home. Kenley to third. Encarnacion at second. 11-8 here in the bottom of the third inning. Revs have answered with their own 7-run outburst. And Encarnacion with the RBI double the other way to right field. Second and third, still no outs.
First pitch, swung on by Sanford. Liner just over the leaping glove of Rondon and short, and this will score a run. Getting the green light from third base, it will be Herrera. He slides in feet first safely as the throw from the infield arrives. It goes towards the backstop, and everyone else will move over a base. Second RBI of the night for Darian Sanford as he scores Herrera from second. And a line drive single to shallow center field.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, shortstop, and Rondon coming up, gloves it. Oh, fires to first, pulled Galen off the bag. Encarnacion safe to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning, a throwing error. And there goes Encarnacion, pitches low. De La Rosa from his knees, ball goes into center. Encarnacion heads to third. 90 feet away with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. A stolen base and an error, and the Revs have the tying run 90 feet away here in the 8th inning. And the 1-1 swing and a drive to left center field. It's in the gap. Game tied 11-11. And Herrera heads to second. He's there with an RBI double. Can you believe it? The Revs have come back from down 10 and have tied this game at 11 here in the bottom of the 8th. Josue Herrera here in his first start. It's his third hit of the night, and he ties the game with a double to the gap in left center. The go-ahead run stands in scoring position with still no outs. Absolutely incredible. Now ready. The 2-1. Swing and a line drive. Right center field. It's a base hit. Herrera around third. Ball is juggled. He scores. And the Revs lead 12-11 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jan Sanchez, the go-ahead RBI single. Fireworks go off in East York. Isn't that fitting? As the Revs have their first lead of the night after once being down by 10. And it is 12-11 here in the bottom of the 8th. Jan Sanchez kicks down the door. The 3-1. Swing and a line drive toward the wall in left field. It hits it on the fly. Dundon around third will score. Throw into third. Safe there. Throw to second. And Castro tagged out. But a bullet that might have put a dent in the arch nemesis. He hammered that thing. RBI single. Revs with a 2-run lead as we head to the 9th inning. Now ready. And fires. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him on a high fastball, and the Revs are 1 out away from one of the most improbable wins in franchise history. Fuller with the pitch. It is swung on, hit in the air, right field. Encarnacion backing up. He is there. He's got it. Game over. Makes the catch on the warning track in right field. Happy 4th of July, everybody. At 12:02 a.m., the Revs complete the biggest comeback win in team history. From down 10, back in the 3rd inning tonight, they win it 13-11 here at PeoplesBank Park. Unbelievable. They score the final 12 unanswered tonight and stun the Barnstormers with one that we will never forget.
I don't know, kind of felt ready to do another game right then at 12:02 in the morning, but we'll do it now. Coming up, Broadway Transmission Managers Report with Mace is next.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Hi, Mace. Well, last night we made some history, and you lose some and you win some. And what were the differences in the dugout, like, you know, when it's 11-1 and then you put that 7-run inning together? How quickly did everything kind of change and guys started to think we might actually win this thing?
Well, during the night, even when we got down right away, like I said, we have a younger roster, so they're interested in playing the game all the way to the end, and there was no quit. They want to hit. We know that everybody wants to hit. So I don't even think they were looking at the scoreboard as much, just as I want to get my at-bats and I want to try to be as productive as I can.
Last night ultimately decided by the bullpens, and the Revs bullpen was really good, capped off by Jim Fuller, his 8th save of the year. He's been really good. I think 7 saves in the last 9 wins for York for Fuller.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, our probably 2 least experienced players were the first 2 pitchers that we had in the game. You know, Lopez, he just came in here on Friday. And then Cuevas, he's a young player too with very little experience. So that was the youngest part. Now, once we got into our bullpen, I mean, our more experienced guys came in, and you can see the difference in the way the game goes. So the Barnstormers have an extremely experienced lineup. We talked about that before, and they know how to take advantage and have good approaches, especially if you have any pitcher out there that's struggling getting the ball over the plate. So, I mean, they made us pay. They made us pay early in the game. And, Lopez, I'm not disappointed in what I saw. There is some potential there for him, but, he never even got a bullpen session really before that game last night. So, our bullpen was really good, like you said, Ray, and, but our offense ended up being even better coming down the stretch in that game.
You talk about young guys new to the team that did look comfortable, and Herrera in his first start last night, 3 hits, including the one that tied it. I mean, he looked like he'd been swinging the bat for a couple months, his timing and all that.
Yeah, he's been getting some at-bats before he got here, but you never know how guys are going to react in different situations. We know this league. This league is usually the most experienced independent minor league team or league in the country. So when guys come in here, sometimes they can be a little bit overwhelmed just with what they think they're getting into. But he seemed right at home. He seemed very relaxed. When you consider the first at bat he took on Friday night, when he pinch hit, and then you look at the at-bats he took last night, that was a gigantic adjustment in 24 hours. So, he was very relaxed last night. I think we talked to the guys a lot. I mean, I'm probably doing more talking in the dugout now than I've done in a long time, but, we have to, and we're trying to help them relax mainly and kind of slow the game down for them, try to give them some approaches that maybe they can try to implement at home plate where we're not swinging at everything that comes out of the pitcher's hand right away. And those are the things you have to do just to become patient, to be a better hitter, and he looked really patient last night.
And on the same note of young players looking comfortable at the plate, Jack Kenley, 3 RBI night last night. He's looking more and more comfortable every time up.
Yeah, Jack actually was, he was swinging the bat really well before he had, come out of the lineup there for a little bit because he was beat up from a slide he had taken early on. But, Jack has a good approach. I mean, but now we're talking about a double-A player too, right? I mean, so he has an approach that he takes. You can tell by the way he plays second base. He comes and get the ground balls. And I think when you do that, that allows you to turn more double plays like we've seen, when he's in there. He doesn't wait for the ball to come to him. He goes and gets the ball. He's more aggressive that way. So, and that's a lesson learned for, for the younger players to play middle infield. It's like, watch this guy and try to learn from that. So, but no, at the plate, Jack, his batting practice has been really good. He's doing a better job hitting the ball the other way. And when he gets a chance to pull one, like he did last night, I mean, he can deposit it in a picnic area as good as anybody that we've had here.
I guess we're hoping that would be a residue game in the right direction, right?
Yeah, residue. I love that word. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you lose a game like that, the residue kind of hangs around, But, I mean, this year, the way the games are going and everything, it's hard to tell if there's any residue anywhere anymore. I just think the guys show up every day to play. And, we would like it to be, as you said, Daryl, a residue game for us where maybe that leads to 3 or 4 wins in a row. Baseball's a weird game. You have a game that you should win and you lose it at the end. Somehow it seems like that turns into maybe 2 or 3 losses, and sometimes you win a game you shouldn't, and next thing you know, that's 3 or 4 wins. So only time will tell. We'll see what happens today.
You got Duke Von Schaman making this start, and what was the difference for him last time? He was pretty smooth, especially early at High Point.
Yeah, he's starting to get more comfortable now with a lot of things, not only his mechanics, but I think his selection of pitches and and the way he's just sequencing the pitches that he has in his arsenal. So I just think all those things are helping him feel better. And when you're having good starts and you can start stacking them up one after the other, that helps your confidence level. And he knows what he can do. He knows what he wants to do. He has a plan. So then you just got to go out and execute it. Look, any plan is better than no plan. That's really the way it works in this game. So when you have no plan, that's usually when you get in trouble. So we'll see what happens today. He's a right-handed pitcher. This is going to be a dominant left-handed lineup for him to face, with all their left-handed and switch hitters. So, we have to find a way to not let them stack multiple hits or walks and then hits to stay out of the big innings. So if we can stay out of the big innings, the crooked number innings, we should be okay.
Did stretch exclusive allow him to simplify and repeat the mechanics last time?
It did. I think it allowed him to keep his weight on his backside, which is what he wanted from the windup. He was drifting everywhere, and I'm not going to get too mechanical with it, but when you're drifting all over the plate, it just all over the place. It makes it hard to have a consistent release point. So I think settling all that down is helping him at least stay more under control.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck here today.
Thank you.
All right on cue as our national anthem concludes here tonight. It is a packed house here at PeoplesBank Park, July 4, York. First time the Revs have been home on the 4th of July since 2018. They actually got rained out at Southern Maryland in 2019. This is only the 5th time all-time that they have been home for this holiday. Revs have taken the field in their Made in York jerseys, which are red, white, and blue, of course. And our starting lineups today brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Barnstormers, it'll be Caleb Gindel in right field leading things off. Blake Alleman at second base hits second. Blake Galen at first base bats third. Cleanup man is the DH Trayvon Robinson. Alejandro De Aza in left field hits fifth. Ladarius Clark is in center field batting sixth. Anthony Peroni will do the catching and hit seventh. Nick Schumpert at third base is batting eighth. And Cleo Luis Rondon is the shortstop hitting ninth. Again, it's Gindel, Alleman, Galen, Robinson, De Aza, Clark, Peroni, Schumpert, and Rondon for the Barnstormers, the lineup that Duke Von Schaman will oppose. And for the Revs, around Duke here today, they will go with Darian Sanford in center field leading it off. Jan Sanchez, shortstop, is hitting second. Melky Mesa will DH and bat third. Cleanup man is Carlos Castro at first base today. James Harris in left field is hitting fifth. Jack Kenley will play second base and bat sixth. Get a look at Josue Herrera at third base tonight, hitting seventh. JC Encarnacion in right field bats eighth, and Tyler Hill will do the catching and bat ninth. Again, it's Sanford, Sanchez, Mesa, Castro, Harris, Kenley, Herrera, Encarnacion, and Hill for the Revs, with Duke Von Schaman set to make start number 7. He's 1-3 with a 6.88 ERA, but last time really good in High Point. 34 innings, that's 5th most in the league. 41 hits, 17 walks, 13 Ks. Righties have hit 267, lefties 319. Lancaster's got a lot of lefties, so keep an eye on that. As Gindel digs in, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is a fastball, and it's a called strike on the outside corner. Underway at 6:03, which is 18 hours and 1 minute after we got our first win on this July 4th, as Duke fires a strike on the outside corner, and he is ahead quickly. Gindel hitting at .346, leads the league with 12 home runs, 12-game hitting streak. Pitch, and a backdoor breaking ball stays away. And Von Schaman, as you heard Mace comment, is staying exclusively from the stretch. Really helped him to avoid drifting through his balance points out of the windup. On the 1-2. And a swing and a pop-up, left side of the infield. Herrera, Sanchez. Herrera calling. Sanchez says, get out. And Jan puts it away. And that's how our game begins. One down. Our weather today, 87 degrees, perfectly sunny. It is brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. And with one down, Blake Allemond to the plate. Switch hitter batting .276, 8 home runs. 4 of those have been hit against York. First offering, it is a two-seamer, and it's a strike. 87 with sink. Von Schaman Tuesday at High Point took a 2-hit shutout into the 5th. He deals, and a swing and a miss on the cutter, bearing in on Allemond's hands. Duke worked out of a couple big jams in that game, had second and third, no outs in the 5th, didn't allow a run. Now the 0-2, and a swing and a broken bat, liner foul, first base side, and Allemand will head right over for New Wood. Our umpires today, Scott Hart, the balls and strikes, John Grasso at first, Drew Hoagland, the umpire at third. And the Revs, who won that game late at High Point Tuesday night. Duke ended up 6 innings, 3 runs, but really pitched better than even that. The 2-run 6th inning was set up by a bloop base hit. Kind of a shame. Added a couple runs to his line late, but he was sharp. Another 0-2, and a swing and a foul, third base side. That'll carry upstairs. And he went 6 innings for the 4th straight start. He got his first official quality start of the year. His only win was June 3rd at Lancaster, so he's looking for another win against the Barnstormers tonight. Pitch. Swing and a fly ball left field toward the corner. Harris heads over. He's got it running alongside the front of the warning track. And 2 up, 2 down for Von Schaman to start the evening. Duke, who struggled command-wise to begin the year, has now walked 2 or fewer in 3 of his last 4 starts. That's an improvement. 2 walks last time, none the start before that, as Blake Galen makes his way up. Galen hitting at .252, 5 home runs. First pitch fastball is a hair high. He is 3rd in the league in RBIs behind Gindel's 31 and Carlos Castro's 32. Castro the league leader again. On the 1-0. And there's a fastball strike on the outer edge. And Duke, 3 starts against Lancaster in 2019. He was 0-1. This year, 2 starts, 1-0. 1-1 all time. He fires. And that sits high. Facing a Barnstormer lineup that leads the league in hitting and runs, and they've been very hot here of late. Now the 2-1 swing, and he pops him up. Right side, it's Kenley backing out from second. Under it in shallow right, still backing. He makes the play with Encarnacion right there behind him, and it's a 1-2-3 first inning with 3 fly ball outs for Duke Von Schaman. At the end of a half here this evening, it's the Barnstormers nothing. The Revs coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs come to bat, no score at the end of a half inning. Duke von Schaman, 13 pitches, 10 strikes, and a 1-2-3 first. And Sanford leads off against Espinal, who misses wide on ball one. And the Revs should be patient tonight, although we know how that goes sometimes, but we will detail why. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball right there for a strike on Sanford, who had a couple big RBIs last night. First multi-RBI game of his season. Or second, make that. And he swings and taps this one back to Espinal. Gloves and underhands over to first for the out. So Espinal, the spot start, 1-4 with an 11.14 ERA. He's made 11 outings in relief. This is his third start, but wait till you hear this. 21 innings, 16 hits. All right, opponent's hitting .219. 21 innings, 36 walks, 8 strikeouts. He has hit 11 batters with a pitch in 21 innings, 4 wild pitches, 21 innings, 28 runs, 26 earned. It's pretty rough. Here's Jan Sanchez, and he lays off down and away.
Shin guards and elbow guards on, people.
Bubble wrap. 1-0, and a fastball in for a strike on Jan, who's second in the league in hitting at .386, behind only Castro at .429. 1-1, look out, slider in, made him jump back. And Sanchez, who last night drove in the winner on his 8th inning single. He's hit safely in 19 of his 20. Pitch is swung on, fouled off, first base side. That'll get upstairs. Against the Revs, Espinal 1-0 in 3 outings in relief, but 4 innings, 8 walks, 3 hit batters against York, 3 runs he deals. Breaking ball, it is inside. He seemed to want it, didn't get it. The count goes full. Melky Mesa on deck. And the pitch. Outside. Close, and Sanchez takes ball 4. A 1-out base runner. Barnstormers as a staff have issued by far the most walks in the league. Maybe in the sport. Here is Melchizedek. He's DHing today, hitting at .317, a home run, 14 driven in. First pitch is down and away. Last night he got just 1 at bat. It ended actually a 5-game hitting streak. It was his first game played since June 16th, coming off the hammy. On the 1-0, and that is down low. Espinal, one good start. Lost 3-1 at Long Island, then got roughed up in the other one. as far as his starts go. He fires and is swinging a pop foul the other way. This will find the crowd first base side.
The pitcher of record in that monstrous 19-18 game.
On the wrong side of it.
Yep.
Now he's ready. And the 2-1. Swing and a line drive. Base hit down the left field line. Sanchez around second. He's headed for third. Mesa on his way to second. And he is back into the hit column. It's a double, his first hit since June 16th. 10th double of the year, and the Revs have second and third with one out. He smoked it. Turned on that one and laced it down the line in left. He came in tonight still tied for 5th in the league in doubles, and that's his 10th.
That'll make him tied for third now with Martinez of West Virginia and Caleb Gindel of Lancaster.
And he has the table set for Carlos Castro, the league leader in hitting, at .429 entering play tonight. Another 3-hit game last night. And drove in 3, giving him a league-high 32 runs batted in. First pitch, it's down and away, and Peroni got handcuffed, but got most of it. Got enough to keep the runners where they are. Tough block. Castro last night, his 11th multi-hit game in the last 16. And in 29 games played this year, 17 times he's had more than one hit. Last night, the 8th time that he had 3. Leads the league in total hits as well. There's the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball deep center field. It's going to be 1-0 York. Clark is back, makes the catch. Sanchez tags from third. Here he comes. Throw goes to third, and the Revs strike first. 1-0 on Carlos Castro's sac fly, league leading RBI number 33. Now the Revs, who scored the final 12 unanswered last night, have struck first in tonight's game. And Mesa stays at second with 2 down for a hot hitter in James Harris. Enters play tonight, having hit safely in 5 straight. Up to 184 in 11 games. And the first pitch, fastball. It is a strike called at the knees. Let's see, he's got the simple navy socks pulled up high today. On deck is Kenley, who's got red, white, and blue, stars and stripes. There's the 0-1. And that's outside. And that start that Espinal made at Long Island, he only lost 3-1, pitched a competitive game, but at Lexington, 2 1/3 innings, 11 runs in that start. Gave up a grand slam to Courtney Hawkins. Pitch, and a breaking ball, strike called. Been in the Tigers, Yankees, Rays, and Rangers systems previously. Got to AAA for 4 appearances in 2019 with Nashville. It's the 1-2. And a swing and a line drive down the line in left field, but a tick early, and that one is foul into the corner. Harris motions to himself, I guess maybe to not roll over that, to stay through it with the bottom hand, but continues to hit it hard to all fields, even though he was a little bit early on that one. That was a 1-0 lead here in the first inning tonight. This will be our biggest crowd since late 2019. A lot of energy here tonight. The pitch, that's inside, he jumps back. Revs for a bunch of years were on the road, and it seemed like always in Bridgeport on the 4th of July, so not really what would be my top choice of place to celebrate the holiday, but there's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Slider down low. Bounced out of Peroni's glove. He'll tag Harris walking away, and that'll do it for the first inning. But the Revs out to the early lead, a run on one hit, and one man left. We'll go to the second. York 1, Lancaster nothing.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs a 1-0 lead for Duke Von Schaman as we head to the second inning tonight. Happy 4th of July to everyone. As Trayvon Robinson will get things started. Switch hitter bats left. He is DHing, hitting at .301, 5 home runs. First pitch from Duke, swing and a miss. Went after it. Two-seamer tailing away. Foul tip into the net. Robinson is on a 7-game hitting streak. He's red hot. .406, 3 homers, 14 driven in those 7. And Duke delivers. Swinging a line drive down the line and right, but foul. Robinson pulls it into the corner. Strike 2. Robinson, Deaza, Clark this inning. And the pitch. Breaking ball, it's down low. No Melvin Mercedes tonight or tomorrow. He is back home awaiting the birth of a child, so congratulations early to them. Native of New York City. Here's the 1-2, and that's fired high. Revs are 4-8 all-time on July 4th, 1-3 here at home. Facing Lancaster for the 4th time, 1-2 against the Barnstormers on the 4th. First time that they're playing them at home. The 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball down and away. And Von Schaman with his first K of the night. The Revs' last July 4th win was 2017 at Bridgeport. Ray, I think I celebrated with Chinese food.
Nice.
It was the only thing open. It was like a 4 o'clock start. And my side of the hotel couldn't see the fireworks. Mesa's side could. Here's Deaza who takes a strike.
I spent a lot of July 4th here with
That's
multiple
right.
July 4 York celebrations over the years.
That's right.
But
Well-
yours sounds splendid.
Well, at least we won.
That's fair.
Pitch, it is swung on and missed, tied him up. That was a Logan Williamson game. sure he was in a fabulous mood that night. I loved him because he was so miserable the days he'd pitched. We got each other. Cranky pitch. It is outside, 1-2.
Sometimes you got to have that mentality. You're not trying to make friends out there.
No. Nor am I in this booth with you. I'm locked in. Game face, baby.
Dang it.
It's the 1-2. And a swing at a line drive. That's into right field for a hit. De Aza with a 1-out single after Duke had retired the first 4 of the night. I'll bring up Ladarius Clark, who gets the start tonight. He has struggled of late, 5 for his last 34, but he's driven in 7 runs on those 5 hits. 242 average, 6 home runs, 3 of those have been hit against York. Revs a 1-0 lead here in the second inning, 1 on, 1 out. Von Schaman sets and delivers, and a breaking ball, he bunts, and he fouls it back into the middle of the netting. And it is 0-1. The 12:02 a.m. ending this morning was the latest since July of 2018 as Duke throws over and De Aza dives back. That was a game in Lancaster, which was a doubleheader. They started it at 6. The first game went extras, and apparently the pace of play was terrible. It was the 0-1, and a swing and a foul back to the netting. And we also had a 4-hour, 7-minute game last night, the Revs' longest of the year. And it began after the Revs' first rain delay of the season, an hour and 25 minutes. But tonight is perfect. Warm as it should be on this day. The pitch, and a swing and a bouncer softly to third. Herrera in, bare hands, fires, and won't be in time. Castro stretched, dug it out of the dirt, but not in time to get Clark, who runs well. It's an infield hit. And Lancaster with first and second and 1 out. Herrera's ability to play third, Hill's been catching Von Schaman and has done a good job with him, and that allows them to put Castro in at first. Herrera over to third, swung a hot bat last night, keep them all in. Here is Anthony Peroni, the K-man. First pitch, breaking ball, it bends low. Peroni hitting .246 with a home run, 10 driven in. Had a chance Thursday at High Point to watch Duke throw a bullpen to Tyler Hill, and fun to watch the way they work together on the side. 1-0. That is down and in. Really had nothing else to do, so went down and took it in.
And you didn't take in the view from your spot in Truist Point?
Nope, had to get out of the little booth for a minute. Some fresh air. There's the 2-0, and it is just inside. However, if they would have been playing the music at that point of the day, I would have stayed in the booth. Now the 3-0, and there's a 2-seamer for a strike, looking to come all the way back. I think I finally got that playlist out of my head.
Until we play it for some reason, and then you're right back in.
Yeah, we did. I did yell in there the other night. We played the chicken dance for some reason. There's the 3-1, And a called strike inside corner again. Peroni was looking for ball 4. Man, this crowd tonight, they're going to have to start cooking the Moz sticks now if Duke gets this strikeout. He checks. Again, the payoff. Swinging a bouncing ball to short, could be 2. Jan flips to Kenley, turn, got him! 6-4-3 double play. No runs, 2 hits, 1 man left. And we'll go to the bottom of the second here on the 4th of July. It's the Revs 1 and the Barnstormers nothing.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Ray Jensen here, and I'm joined by a die-hard Rebs fan who's agreed to donate their time to talk the upcoming York Revolution season. Sir, what do you think of people who say Rebs fans are not the best fans in the world?
You're an idiot and you don't know baseball.
Ouch, but a fair comment. What would you say to all 120 York Revolution regular season games being broadcasted on radio?
Yeah.
Well, there's something we can all agree on. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, your home for the York Revolution.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at royalmanchestergolflinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Now, what could be more American than Taylor Swift? As we come back from break, 1-0 Revs lead. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Jack Kenley will lead things off. Kenley's swinging a red-hot bat. He's up to 317, a home run, which he blasted out of here last night. 8 driven in. First pitch is way outside. The last 4 games for Kenley, 5 for 9, double, triple, homer, 7 driven in those 4. The pitch, and he swings and pops this one up, fouling out a play to the left. Multiple RBIs in 3 of those 4, including a season-high 3 last night. The wind, the pitch, and that's outside, 2-1. Revs a 1-0 lead on Castro's sac fly in the first inning. Pitch, it's way outside, 3-1. If you take pitches, you've got to like your chances to get on base. With what Espinal has not been able to do command-wise, he deals, and a swing and a foul tip into the backstop. Count is full. Herrera and Encarnacion do this inning as well. The wind, the 3-2. And it's outside. Kenley is on. It's a leadoff walk. Second walk issued. Revs are looking to tee off again. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. Here is Josue Herrera. Last night in his first start, 3 for 5, 2 doubles, scored 3 times, and drove in the game-tying run in the 8th. And the first one is about 2 feet outside to him, 1 ball and no strikes. He tied it on his second double of the night. Sanchez, the go-ahead hit. Castro added 1 more. Now the 1-0. And a backdoor hook that sweeps in for a strike. What'd you do today, Ray?
I don't really, literally nothing.
Sounds nice.
Before coming in today, anyway. Trying to recover from last night's marathon.
It's the 1-1. Swing and a high drive, deep right field. Watch this one go! Home run onto the clubhouse roof in right field. Jose Herrera, welcome to the Revs. Launches it on top of the building. And it's a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Herrera red hot in his first 2 games. He admired it, he knew he killed it, and Yoel Espinal jawing at him as he came in to touch on home. Game on, baby. 3-0 lead as Herrera goes long ball, a tape measure shot. And we'll see what happens going from here. Espinal was chirping, and here's Encarnacion, who lays off a slider away. Oh, he enjoyed it, and he knew he destroyed it. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, that's a strike. He kind of hopped sideways. He watched it. He bat flipped it. Did a little side shuffle at third as he came around. Pitch is swung on and missed. But in 2021, you're supposed to be allowed to do that, right?
Yeah, you know, sheath your sword and all that nonsense.
Yeah. Now the 1-2. Look out. Inside, goes to the backstop. Encarnacion looks back. Espinal flips his hands to the side. Well, he stared at him as he rounded first, and then he was waiting for him in front of home plate, and he applauded him like, okay, nice job, and then had some words for him then. Now a slider misses up and in, 3-2. And then he had a few more words for him as he crossed home and made his way toward the dugout, so keep that in the back of your mind. 3-2 to JC, and he swings and he fouls it against the screen. The first couple of pitches that Encarnacion took this at bat, I half wondered if he was expecting to be hit. Another 3-2, and a swing and a foul back upstairs. JC entering play tonight on a 7-game hitting streak. Average at 262. Pitch. Swings and he lines one to left center, deep into the gap. It is down for a hit. And this will 2-hop the LED board. He wants 3. Heading to third. They missed the cutoff man. He's there standing. JC Encarnacion, a triple to the gap in left center. He has hit safely in 8 in a row. And the Revs with a 3-0 lead have Encarnacion at third, still no outs.
You know, every hit for York so far has gone for extra bases. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, right?
That'll help the slugging percentage. And here is Tyler Hill, who will try to get him in, the infield back. 3-0 the lead already. First pitch, he swings and misses on a fastball. Hill at 200 on the nose. Pitch, it is swung on, driven in the air in right center field. Clark coming in, he's there, he catches. Here comes Encarnacion, throw is nowhere close. It rolls to the side of home plate. And it's a 4-0 lead on Tyler Hill's sac fly to center field. Drives in his 5th of the year, a line drive slicing into right center, and he gets the job done with some hard contact himself. Everything they've hit has been hit hard.
And Clark has some speed out there in center. If you got a slower outfielder out there, that might fall for a hit.
Here's Darian Sanford back at the top. First pitch, he shows bunt, and it misses away. The Revs a 4-0 lead. 2 sac flies. Both walks have scored. They've been followed with big hits. Here's a swing and a foul back. By the way, Herrera with the Revs now 4 for 7, 2 doubles, a home run, 4 runs, and 3 driven in. It's not a bad start. Pitch, Sanford shows bunt, it misses away. Now the other reason that I would be a little concerned of some retaliation later is just how frustrated Lancaster's got to be with struggles on the mound. Espinal's had a rough time, and the way they blew that one last night. And now he misses outside on the next one. 3 balls and a strike. But we'll see. I mean, hopefully a lot about nothing. 3-1, and it misses outside. There's Sanford walks. That's walk number 3 issued. And Jan Sanchez will follow. Sanchez walked and scored in the first inning. Yeah, a lot of times when it happens, it's either the guy who hit it or it's sometime when there's like 2 outs, base is empty, so we'll see. First pitch to Jan, fastball up, snap throw to first, and Sanford ready. He's diving in. Sanford leading the league in steals by 10, draws a throw from the pitcher this time, and again dives back. 22 steals for the year for the former Barnstormer. And another move, he dives in a 3rd time. Galen applying a tag as he was getting up, but Darian keeping a hand on the base the whole way. He's really suited up for 4th of July today. Red, white, and blue armband, or arm sleeve. He runs on the pitch. It's a called strike. Throw to second, and a short hop grab, and Sanford slides in. Pretty good throw from Peroni, but had to be fielded on a short hop by Alleman, the second baseman. He had to come up with the glove, and Sanford clearly getting his spikes to the bag. And that is league-leading steal number 23 for him. He is now 3 away from already cracking the Revs' single-season top 10. There's the stretch from Espinal, a 1-1, and that's in by the ribs. It's also our Harvey's Rental steal of the game. Visit Harvey's at 1409 South George Street for all your steel power equipment needs. Harvey's Rental, the most to rent under one roof. Now the 2-1. That's inside as Sanchez jumps out of the way. Espinal has missed to that side, the arm side, quite a bit. Four 4-0 the lead. Shading him the other way in the outfield. Sanford getting a little more, and Espinal steps off and cocks the arm as Sanford slides back in. Allemand is hanging fairly close by from second. And now the stretch, the 3-1. It is swung on, fouled back up onto the roof. Espinal at 50 pitches here with one out in the second inning. 3-2. And it's a called third strike. Sanchez didn't think so. Off speed away. He is punched out for out number 2. And Melky Mesa will try to get a little more here in this second inning with 2 outs. Drilled a double down the left field line in the first inning, which helped set up the Revs' first run. Now a 3-run second inning in the works. Here's a swing and a foul tip against the screen. That fastball at 91 from Espinal, who always has struggled to an extent with his control. Coming into this season, 6.4 walks per 9. 10 Ks per 9, but the walks have been through the roof here this year. Now the 0-1, and a swing and a miss, slider. Mesa, who was inactive with the hamstring strain June 17th until Thursday. He was reactivated when the team got back home Friday night. Got back in last night, only one at bat, however. Now the 0-2, Sanford breaks for third, and an check swing foul, lobbed back. In off the hands, didn't mean to, and he popped it back over the net. Would have been a ball inside. Wonder if I think he was distracted by Sanford taking off there. And Darian can steal at will, but he can also score on any hit from second base. So some hitters like that, some don't. Another 0-2, and a swing and a pop-up foul headed over the first base side roof. Revs with 4 runs on 3 hits. Again, the hits have all been extra bases. Mesa double in the first, Herrera home run in the second, Encarnacion triple. Sanford leads from second. He's got their 3rd walk. Another 0-2 to Melky, and a fastball in under his fists. Espinal now up to 55 pitches here in the first 2 innings. Duke, by the way, at 31. Had 13 in the first, 18 in the second. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, hit in the air, left center field. Hit pretty well. De Aza and Clark converge, and Clark, out along the front of the warning track, puts it away in deep left center. Barnstormers center fielder got there. Melky just missed, but the Revs put up 3 in the inning on 2 hits, 1 left. 4-0 the lead. We go to the 3rd.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs a 4-0 lead for Duke Von Schaman. We start the third inning. Nick Schumpert leads things off. And the first one from Duke is a cutter for a strike. Schumpert hitting 190 in 19 games since being acquired from the American Association. Here's the 0-1. And he swings and he floats one foul the other way in right. This will come down toward the front few rows of Section 3. And it is 0-2. 8-9-1 due up. Duke allowed a single and then an infield hit last inning, but got an inning-ending double play. He's ready. He deals. And it missed in tight. Started that slider at Schumpert's ribs, and it almost bent back. Just a little too tight. Here's the 1-2, and a breaking ball, line foul down the left field side into the corner. And Schumpert, they acquired from Fargo Moorhead of the American Association about 3 weeks ago for a player to be named later. Von Schaman delivers, and a swing and a miss. Slider strikes him out swinging as that thing hooked right through the plate and gets Schumpert to fan on it. Strikeout number 2 of the day. One down, we go to not the top of the order yet. The 9th hitter, Cleo Luis Rondon, who's hitting .257. And from the left side of the plate, the switch hitter hitting .303. Duke with the pitch. Fastball, it's a strike right down the middle. Rondon known for really good defense, but a big error to lead off the bottom of the 8th last night. Barnstormers made 3 errors. The Revs were airless in that game. Pitch. And it is a called strike on the outside corner. Don't expect any scoring decisions to be changed from last night's game, unlike High Point or Southern Maryland days later. As the next one is rolled over to first base, Castro gloves and turns and flips to Duke covering. 2 up, 2 down. As Castro circled it, got a little momentum going toward first himself and teamed up with Von Schaman on the hookup. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, Revs getting Malky back this weekend. Wellington Dotel apparently not far behind with that shoulder. Alex Vargas out with the forearm. And now here is Gendel back at the top. Popped up to short his first time up. And Duke with the pitch. Swung on, line foul. Pay attention. Oof. Down in right field, just on this side of the railing. Hopefully everybody all right. I believe they are. Von Schaman from the stretch now. He deals. And a line drive to second, right at Jack Kenley. Hit it on the nose, but Duke will take it. Right at Kenley. He's got his second 1-2-3 inning out of the first 3 tonight. And we'll go to the home half of the third. Revs on top, 4-0.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs lead at 4-0. I wanted to make sure that people can recite all the lines to that Shipley Energy commercial, which played twice. Computer error. As Carlos Castro leads things off. Sac fly in the first inning, leads the league with 33 driven in now. First pitch from Espinal, breaking ball. It bends in for a strike. Revs with 1 in the first, 3 in the second. The 0-1, that's inside, fastball. Castro hitting with the shades on. And now we're at the time that a normal game would be, maybe bottom of the first inning or so. We started half an hour earlier tonight. 1-1, and a swing and a miss as that slider disappeared. Thank you, Ray. Ray doing a little grocery shopping back in our office. On the 1-2. And a swing and a well-struck ball to straightaway center. Clark going back deep into right center. It is up against the LED boards and it rolls away. Castro around second, heading to third, and he will be held there with a leadoff triple. Carlos Castro, stay hot. And he bombs that one off the LED lights in right center. Ladarius Clark made a daring attempt as he jumped into it, tried to scale it. Not a pleasant thing to run up against, and it hit the angled wall and kicked along the track, rolling right in front of the batter's eye toward left center, and Castro gets 3 on it.
And that's going to break up a 5-player stalemate as Castro takes the sole possession of the Atlantic League lead in triples of 3.
leads that too. Thought for a moment, could he get an inside the Parker? Here's James Harris, and he looks at a first pitch strike. So the Revs with their 4th hit, all for extra bases. That's their 2nd triple. And the 0-1 swing, and this one's popped up as Harris spikes the bat. Second baseman Alleman over to his left. He's got it, and that will not get Castro in from third, 1 away.
Now this is of course early, but do we know the record for consecutive extra base hits?
And
I might be expecting too much of you.
No, we don't.
Add it to the media guide for next year.
Well, now hang on. Wait just a second here.
Oh boy.
There might be a variation of that. Here is Jack Kenley. The infield will come in now. And the first one misses down low. Kenley, a walk and a run scored last inning. 1-0 pitch. That is down on the outside. Most hits in a game that are only extra base hits. The record is 1, which has happened 4 times. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a line drive, base hit to left field. There's the single, and Castro comes in from third to score. 5-0 York. Kenley scorches it through the left side of the drawn-in infield. He drives in his 9th and his 8th in the last 5 games. And they are squaring up the baseball here today. Anything else you want to know, Ray?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, yep. Okay, thank you. Here is Josue Herrera, who might want to stay loose in the batter's box. And the first pitch, yep, down and away. And nothing to worry about just yet, but Espinal jawed at him as he celebrated that 2-run bomb that was parked onto the clubhouse roof last inning. 1-0, and that's inside. Off Peroni's glove, gets to the backstop. Kenley moves up to second. Wild pitch. Oh, no, pass ball, beg your pardon. And Kenley takes the turn. He'll stop there. Peroni chasing it over toward Encarnacion, who's on deck. Well, now with first base open and a 2-0 count, Herrera might want to stay loose. He got all of the home run, put it up on the roof, and he enjoyed it. Now 4 for 7, 2 doubles, a home run to begin his Revs career. The 2-0, and a fastball missed away. $5-0 the lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning tonight. .3-0, and there's a strike on the outer half. Pitch number 70 from Espinal. Barnstormers with Daniel Taggart warming up. Pitch, it is outside. Herrera's on again. Ball 4, that's the 4th walk issued by Espinal tonight. And Ross Peoples heading to the mound for a visit. Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, Penn State York, Highmark Health, Sheets, Fast Signs, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Performance Food Service, and Encompass Health. Ray, you got your groceries at Sheets, didn't you?
Well, it's the aftermath that I left behind for my lunch. I didn't finish my Doritos. Didn't even open them, actually. So it was a pleasant surprise waiting for me as I retrieved our beverages.
They smell good.
Thank you.
How do
my goal is not to get Doritos dust everywhere, so I'll keep it clean.
How do I smell? Because I came straight from the pool, so I feel like maybe some chlorine.
I did detect a hint of chlorine when you came in.
Did you?
Ode de chlorine, Calvin Klein.
Okay. Here's Encarnacion, who lays off in the dirt.
You smell a little better than you did yesterday, though.
Yeah, well.
That's what you get for trying to stay fit.
I don't sweat chlorine, so. Encarnacion tripled and scored last inning. 8-game hitting streak now. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He let it fly on a fastball up. Revs with a 5-0 lead here in the third inning and a chance to pad it. The 1-1 swing and a towering pop-up. Way up at short, Rondon backing up. Alleman will get out of his way. Infield fly rule is called and the catch is made. Shortstop takes it. 2 down. And Tyler Hill will look to cash in with 2 on and 2 out. Tyler Hill, a sac fly to center last inning, and he drilled his, hit it right on the nose, RBI number 5. First pitch from Espinal, fastball down and away. Revs have scored in each inning, 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. And Duke Von Schaman off to a good start on the other side. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, it's low. Now Hill can try to keyhole something that he likes. Hi, Doug. Here's the 2-0 breaking ball. That's inside. Now Hill should be taking. May signals to Polo. New relays to Hill. Should be a red light here. Sanford in the top of the order on deck. And Espinal set, delivers, and taking all the way. It is a strike. As Espinal now approaches 80 pitches here in the first 3 innings tonight. Now the 3-1 swing and a foul against the net. Had a good cut. So now the runners will have a head start. Kenley from second, Herrera from first. And Espinal stretches. 3-2. It is up and inside. Ball 4 to Tyler Hill. Good eye on a fairly close pitch. Walk number 5, and that'll load him up. Darian Sanford to the plate.
Now with Espinal at 80 pitches, the most he's thrown in a single start was 92, and that was the amount he threw against Long Island.
And Taggart continuing to get ready, see how much more leeway Peoples will give him. Here's Sanford with him loaded. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. Grounded out in the first, walked and stole second in the second inning. League leading 23rd stolen base. Outfield in, infield even creeps in with his speed. Chokes up on the bat. Here's the 0-1, and that's in tight. 5-0 the lead, looking to add on. Huge fireworks show coming up later tonight. Revs trying to put on a huge show first. Now the 1-1 swing and a miss on a fastball. Sanford falls to a knee on that swing, trying to clear the hips and pull it. It was on the inner half. 1-2. Down the stretch and the pitch. That is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sanford has got blue spikes today, red batting gloves, right arm sleeve, red, white, and blue. Now ready, the 2-2. And a swing and a fly ball right field. Gindel backing up and waiting under it, tiptoeing toward the line, and makes the grab to end the inning. Revs do score another run. They do it on 2 hits before leaving them loaded. And we'll go to the 4th. Ray with the play-by-play. The Revs lead the Barnstormers 5-0.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. Welcome you back to the scene in York, Pennsylvania. Ray Jensen here with you on the play-by-play for the next 3 innings. Pleasant score. It's a 5-0 lead for York as Duke Von Schaman out for a 4th inning of work. Through 3 innings thus far, he's allowed just 2 hits and has struck out 2 batters of the Barnstormers. Blake Alleman steps in to lead off the 4th for Lancaster. Over one of a fly out to left back in the 1st. Duke is set in the first pitch. Called strike 1. It's 0-1 the count to start Alleman. To be Alleman, Galen, and Robinson, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters of their order. Due up for Lancaster in the 4th. 0-1 the count is Von Schaman. The next pitch. Swung on by Alleman, fouls it off first base side. Moves the count to 0-2. All of Lancaster's 2 hits thus far have come in the 2nd. Base hits for DeAza and Clark a couple of innings ago, and that's been it. Against Duke on the other side, Revs have scored 5 times on 5 hits. Duke set now, the 0-2. Swung on by Alleman, ground ball, first base side, scooped up by Castro. Underhand toss to Von Schaman in time to beat Alleman by a couple of steps. Second time that Castro and Von Schaman have connected on a 3-1 ground out. This time for out number 1 here in the 4th. 1 out, nobody on for Blake Galen. Galen 0 for 1 himself as he popped out to Kenley for the final out back in the 3rd. Back in the first part in a 1-2-3 inning. For Duke, 1 of 2. The other was the 3rd. Another lefty batter for Galen for Von Schaman, to face here in the fourth. That lefty is Galen as the first pitch. It's in there for a strike in the inner half on the left-handed batter. They work with 5 runs on 5 hits. 4 of those 5 hits have gone for extra bases, including a 2-run home run onto the clubhouse and right by Josue Herrera. It's the 0-1. It's low and in for ball 1. Ball and a strike now on Galen. As my ham sandwich has arrived. Thank you, Daryl. I will enjoy that later on.
Welcome.
To find a place for it. Next pitch, swung on by Galen, fouled off towards the Revs bullpen lookout as guys down there clamber out of the way. So Karam's off the wall. Just put the ham sandwich on Daryl's seat for now. Keep it warm. Ball and 2 strikes for Galen. Coming to the night, 3rd in the league of RBIs at 30. Carlos Castro has extended his RBI lead. He's now his 33 of an RBI sac fly in the first, and then collected his 3rd triple of the year, and that led off the 3rd. So Galen and Gindel, who are 3rd and 2nd, respectively, in RBIs, with some work to do if they want to catch Castro. Meanwhile, the 1-2 from Von Schaman dips low and blocked by Hill for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Von Schaman now at 48 pitches. Yoel Espinal has seen his pitch count strike vastly upward in his last inning, now at 85 pitches through 3 innings. Still see the Barnstormers at bullpen activity as Danny Taggart was warming up. 2-2. That misses outside, ball 3, and the count runs full on Galen, 3-2. Duke 1 missed pitch away from issuing his first walk of the night. Through his last 3 starts, 6 walks combined through those 3. Now the payoff pitch. That misses outside, ball 4, and it is indeed the first walk of Von Schaman's night. Issues it to Galen, and Blake Galen takes his base with 1 out here in the 4th. Galen on at first, 1 out for Trayvon Robinson. Struck out swinging against Duke Von Schaman back in the 2nd inning for the first out in that frame. Another member of the Barnstormers who has found themselves in the top 10 in the league in RBI. Robinson entered tonight 8th in the league of 26 ribbies on the 2021 season. Last night, 2 for 3 of 3 runs batted in, including a 2-run double. Even stands on the left side. Meanwhile, Von Schaman checks in with Galen, who's back in time hands first. Still win the first pitch to Trayvon Robinson. Next offering. The first offering, I should say, misses for ball 1, 1-0 the count. 1-0 to start Robinson. It's just been really good for Lancaster. We talk about Gindel's massive hitting streak. Well, Robinson's hit safely in 7 straight. It's the 1-0 swung by Robinson, claimed by Castro at first, takes to the bag himself, and they get Galen in a rundown. Throw to Sanchez from Castro, now back to Castro. He applies the tag, and it's an immaculate 3-6 double play, and the Revs are out of the inning. Gotta love that. 3-6 double play ends the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning here at PeoplesBank Park. It's a 5-0 Revs lead.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Belle, the Beast, and the enchanted world of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Playing at the Dutch Apple Dinner Theater June 3rd through July 31st.
There goes the baker with his tray.
It's the classic tale you love when Belle meets the Beast. A young prince trapped under a spell with time running out for the curse to be broken. A show for the entire family. Call Dutch Apple Dinner Theater today at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
This is visiting clubhouse manager Everett George. You are listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Legendary Everett George welcoming us back to our broadcast. Ray Jensen here with you. It's a 5-0 lead for York as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up for the Revs here in their fourth inning, Jan Sanchez, Melky Mesa, and Carlos Castro, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Revs. As meanwhile, Yoel Espinal is done after just 3 innings. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as Daniel Taggart has taken the mound for the Lancaster Barnstormers. Now the first pitch to Jan Sanchez from Taggart misses outside for ball 1, 1-0 the count. The righty deals the 1-0. Upstairs as Sanchez leans back for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch, that's upstairs, ball 3, and 3 straight misses from Taggart to greet Sanchez. It's quickly 3-0. Sanchez ahead of Taggart. 0-2 record of an 11.07 ERA, making his 8th total appearance. He has 4 starts on the year for the Barnstormers. As the 3-0 misses inside ball 4, it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 4th for the Revs. Jan works his 2nd walk of the day. First came in that first inning and later scored in the sac fly from Carlos Castro. And up steps Melky Mesa now for his 3rd trip to the plate. Already an extra base hit for Mesa here on this July 4th. First inning 1-out double, his 10th double of the season. Steps in, ready to face Taggart. First pitch, high and tight for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Taggart just 13 strikeouts and 20 1/3 innings pitched for Lancaster. 25 earned runs, 28 total runs. He's walked 14, walked 15 of Sanchez. Next pitch swung on by Mesa. The third base, throw to second in time, and the first, that is in time. And the base are now empty with the 5-4-3 double play hit into by Melky Mesa. Obviously not the result Mesa wanted there. But a double play it is, and it clears the bases and quickly puts 2 outs on the board here in the 4th. Bases empty, 2 outs for Carlos Castro, who has an RBI and a sac fly in the 1st and a leadoff triple in the 3rd inning. Half inning ago, Duke Von Schaman able to set down the Barnstormers in order thanks to an inning-ending 3-6-3 double play, hit into by Trayvon Robinson. Double play hit into by Mesa. It's the first double play turned by Lancaster, their 28th total of the year. York already have 2 turned tonight. That's their 28th double play. Now first pitch to Castro from Taggart. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to start Castro. Next pitch. Dips away and low for ball 1. 1-1 the count now for Castro. Ball and a strike as Taggart deals. Pitch swung on by Castro, and that's a grounder into left field. That's a base hit. And Carlos Castro continues his hot ways. Another base hit for him, his 2nd of the night. Now at 50 hits on the year of that base hit to left. So Revs have a runner aboard now again with Castro following his 2-out single to left. And now James Harris at the plate. Nothing thus far for him. He's 0 for 2. Strikeout and pop out. Just got under a pitch from Espinal back in the 3rd inning as everyone else was looking to tee off on the Barnstormers starter. Got under it and was frustrated with himself, but a new pitcher for him to face in Taggart for the first time. Tiger gets the signs on Peroni, the first offering. Upstairs as Harris turns slightly inward for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Taggart already sent on the rubber, the 1-0. Swung on and missed by Harris, this time strike 1. Ball on a strike. The count now for Harris, former Frontier League MVP. 2018 MVP for the Frontier League. Played for the Washington Wild Things from 2017-2018. Also spent some time in the American Association in 2019 playing for Winnipeg. 1-1. Swung on by Harris and it's lifted to center field. Looks playable for Clark, who trots in, now almost towards middle center, and he takes it, and that will retire the side. 1 on Castro's 2-out single, but nothing else for York here in the 4th inning. It remains a 5-0 York lead as we head to the 5th.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
On to the 5th here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you. First pitch from Duke Von Schaman to Alejandro De Aza. Misses outside for a ball 1, 1-0 the count. 5-0 to lead for York as we're in the 5th inning here at PeoplesBank Park. It's De Aza, Clark, Peroni. Lancaster hitters due up to face Duke here in the 5th. 1-0. Swung on by De Aza and a shot lifted to right field. Giving it a look is Encarnacion. Sherrod in. They'll put it away, and that's out number 1. Diaz retired in a couple of pitches from Duke, and Duke's been really efficient so far tonight. Through 4 innings, has allowed just 2 hits to Lancaster. Issued his first walk of the game back in the 4th, but then got out of the inning thanks to an inning-ending 3-6-3 double play. Second double play turned by York tonight. Base is empty, 1 out for Ladarius Clark, who collected 1 of 2 hits for Lancaster back in the 2nd, and then it was cut down as part of an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Ready to face Duke a second time. First pitch, swung on by Clark, ground ball to short, scooped up by Sanchez with backhand, checks the grip, throws to first, and it sails over Castro in a hard carom off maybe the wall to the right of the Revs dugout. Prevents him from advancing a further base. In fact, they're going to give it to him on the error. If it slowly rolled towards the wall past the Revs dugout in the first base side, he would have went there himself, but the error on the throw from Sanchez gives Clark another base. First error from York tonight. Errorless in the big comeback win 13-11 last night. Lancaster committed 3 errors. last night. For York, it's their third error of the series, committed 2 in the series opener back on Friday. So Clark on its second in scoring position if 1 out due to the error. And in steps Anthony Peroni. 0 for 1 as he grounded into a double play. First pitch swung on by Peroni. Fly ball left field. Harris and Sanford giving it a look, and it's going to carry him off the wall. And playing it on a hop is Harris. They'll throw back in, cut off by Kenley, and they sliding in hands first. If an RBI double will be Anthony Peroni. It scores a run as Clark scores from second, and the Barnstormers are on the board. First really hard hit ball Duke has given up all night. Peroni skies it to left field as it carried him off the wall and left the arch nemesis, and Harris doing the best he could, playing it off the wall as Sanford looking to assist. And they were trying to get Peroni advancing at second. Kenley trying to apply the tag, but not in time. Runner at second again, this time Peroni. Still 1 out. Now first pitch to Nick Schumpert, catches his own first strike, 0-1 the count. We start Schumpert, who struck out for the first out in the third. Duke set about chest level, looks to second, now deals the 0-1, swung on by Schumpert, popped up, foul, heading back towards us. That will fall onto the roof. Want to collect that one later. 0-2 the count now for Schumpert. The second time we've seen Schumpert in this series. Was a pinch hitter back on Friday in the 9th. Popped out. Foul territory to Castro. And his solo at bat previously prior to July 4th as the 0-2. Missing the dirt, and Hill blocks it. To his right, moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes. By the way, happy birthday, America. It was Independence Day. Also, forgot it's Post Malone's birthday. I just always thought that was weird he shared the same birthday as the good old US of A. One and 2 the count for Schumpert. Raised the bat above the red helmet as Von Schaman looks to second. Now here's the 1-2. Dips low and blocked by Hill to his right. Ball trickles out of his glove, but he stays with it to keep Peroni honest at second. Count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Revs lead 5-1. As Lancaster gets on the board with an RBI double from Anthony Peroni. 4-run lead, but as we've seen time and time again in this War of the Roses series, no lead is safe, especially with York, and just in general for them. A lot of their games have been decided late. Over the last 16, 10 or so have been so. 2-2 swung on by Von Schaman. Gets it on the mound. They'll look to get the lead runner Peroni in a rundown. Third baseman Josue Herrera coming in, and he'll take charge of it himself and chase down Peroni before he can scamper back to the second base bag. Schumpert reaches first safely on the fielder's choice, but they cut down Peroni on the base paths. It goes 1-5. Von Schaman connected with Herrera, and Herrera showing the legs, running down Peroni. The 2 outs, 1 on now with Schumpert at first. Brings up Cleo Louise Rondon. So as I was saying, the Revs have had a lot of games decided late. Over their last 16, 10 games have been decided in the 7th inning or later. Revs are 6-4 in those 10 games decided in the later innings. And last night on top of that was York's 4th last at-bat victory, 2nd in the last 3. Now the first pitch to Rondon, swung on, ground ball past the glove of Von Schaman. Nice backhand grab by Kenley to get the inning-ending force at second, flipping to Sanchez, and the side retired. It's an RBI double from the Barnstormers to get on the board, but nothing else for Lancaster as we head at the bottom of the 5th. It's a 5-1 Revs lead.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York, your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code REVS Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Bottom of the 5th, back at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen here with you. 5-1 York lead as Lancaster gets on the board. Just a half inning ago is the first pitch from Daniel Taggart to Jack Kenley in their first strike. Start Kenley 0-1, beat Jack Kenley, Josue Herrera, and J.C. Encarnacion due up for York in the 5th. 0-1 from Taggart. And misses high for ball 1. 1-1 the count now for Kenley. RBI double from Anthony Perrone does the damage following a throwing error from York. It's an unearned run against Duke Von Schaman. The 1-1. It's slightly upstairs, this time ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Count now for Kenley. Taggart on the mound, giving away, or taking over for Yoel Espinal, I should say. Only went the first 3 innings tonight, allowing 5 earned runs on 5 hits. The 2-1 swung on by Kenley. Ground ball past the backhanded drive. Alleman at second into right center field for a hit. Kenley puts on the brakes, passing the first base bag, and scatters back as the throw from the outfield was awry. Went all the way to third. Kenley stays put at first. It's another hit for Kenley. He's now 2 for 2 for walk and 2 base hits. Second single leads off the 5th. And 1 on, nobody out for Josue Herrera. Josue with a 2-run home run over on top of the clubhouse, actually. Back in the 2nd inning. Score himself and Jack Kenley, who had one smack off the clubhouse and right last night. But Herrera saying, I'm just going to put mine on top of the roof. He's also walked tonight. Did that in the 3rd. Check over from Taggart to Kenley at first, who dives back in time. Last time we saw Taggart on the mound back on June 16th. Here in York. He started that game, in fact. Allowed 4 runs, 3 earned in 4 innings. First pitch, now to Herrera, misses for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Last time out, in general, was back on June 27th in the West Virginia series. Pitched a scoreless inning of relief, striking out 2 power. The 1-0. Herrera takes it. It's upstairs and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Herrera just letting that one take a look as he had the bat on the shoulder. No intent to swing at all. The 2-0. Swung on by Herrera. Foul first base side. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike on the Revs' 3rd baseman tonight. Played first last night. And you can't really blame him for just taking pitches here against the Barnstormers, who have struggled immensely on the mound. League high 7.87 ERA as a team. And not in the good way. That's the 2-1. Swung on by Herrera. Fly ball shallow center. Diving attempt by Clark. Does he collect it? Yes, he does. John Grasso said he hung on, or pardon me, Drew Hoagland says he hung on. And Herrera retired in a leaping grab from Clark as he tumbled towards the grass. Keeps Kenley at first, so 1 out. Kenley still at first for J.C. Encarnacion. Encarnacion has already collected his 2nd triple on the season. Did that back in the 2nd. Later scored on the sac fly from Tyler Hill. popped out to Rondon, the shortstop, his last time up. First pitch called strike in the bottom half of the zone. 0-1 the start Encarnacion, who has now hit safely in his last 8 games of his triple back in the second. Now 10 for 28. 10 for 29, actually. The 0-1. And there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count for Encarnacion. The series now 4 for 11. 2 doubles, a triple. Now 2 runs scored. The run he'd scored in the second. 0-2. This is low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count for Encarnacion. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Encarnacion down on strikes for the first time tonight, and out number 2 here in the 5th inning. Couldn't connect on a breaking ball from Taggart. He whiffs on it for strike 3. 2 out, still 1 on of Kenley at first for Tyler Hill. RBI sac fly in the second, worked a walk in the third. Load the bases, but the Revs left them loaded back in the 3rd inning. As the Revs catcher tonight steps back in. He also played some first base for York. It's Castro's duty this evening. First pitch, swung on by Hill. Foul first base side of the play. Start to count 0-1 for Hill. Big baseball day, of course, here on July 4th, and MLB announcing the All-Star lineups this year. Haven't seen the full rosters, but understand Cedric Mullins got voted to the All-Star team. Good for him. It's the 0-1. This is upstairs for ball 1, 1 ball and a strike, and some history made as Shohei Ohtani was named to the All-Star game, and making history as he's both an All-Star pitcher and an All-Star position player. So we agree, some great interest in the All-Star game coming up. 1-1. Before it's delivered, though, throw it at first to get Kenley back. He's safe back with the hands first. Count remains 1 ball and a strike on Tyler Hill. I saw Ohtani already hit his 31st home run of the day, or the season, pardon. 1-1. This is high for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Watch a little bit of the highlights of the Angels taking on the Yankees, and Ohtani just feasted on Yankees pitching in the Bronx. The woes continue for the Bronx Bombers. 2-1. Swung on by Hill, ground ball to shortstop. Scooped up by Rondon, backhand flip to second. That is in time to get Kenley out in the inning-ending force. So base hit from Kenley, but nothing else for York. As we head to the 6th inning here at PeoplesBank Park, it's still a 5-1 York lead.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Sixth inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. 5-1 York lead over Lancasters. Duke Von Schaman out for a 6th inning of work. First pitch to leadoff batter Caleb Gindel. Fouls it off first base side off the Revs dugout. Start 0-1 against Duke. Von Schaman's been pretty good tonight. 5 innings worked, 3 hits, 1 unearned run. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. The 0-1 dips away outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count, pardon, on Gindles. I got to get out of my own way there. Sometimes the tongue doesn't want to cooperate. Next pitch is upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now on Gindle, who's 0 for 2, pop out, line out thus far. Duke, he entered the 6th inning with 62 pitches thrown. Now it's 65 thus far. Next pitch, swung on by Gindle, foul again. Count remains 1-2. Or is it 2-2? Let's call it 2-2. Next pitch. Dips inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Annual scoreboard showed 2-2, but the fascia showed 1-2. Now we're all caught up. 3-2 now, the unanimous count. Full for Gindle. It was just up and everywhere in the league leaders in offense. Payoff pitch. It's outside, ball 4. It's just the second walk Duke has issued tonight. This one leads off the 6th as Caleb Gindle gets on base for the first time tonight. Meanwhile, Mark Mason, manager and pitching coach this year, comes out of the Revs dugout to talk things over with Duke. And while he does, we'll take a look around the league in an Atlantic League update brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 5-1 the score here, York leading by 4 in the top of the 6th. Elsewhere, Gastonia having a pleasant July 4th, the visiting High Point Rockers. Not so much, as the Honey Hunters lead at home 11-2. Southern Maryland leading Long Island in Western Islip 2-0, the top of the 4th. And underway in West Virginia, where we'll be heading to after Monday's game against the Barnstormers. The Power lead the Legends 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. Barnstormers continue their bullpen activity as Taggart took over for Espinal after 3 innings. And it looks like right-hander Ben Wenger getting some bullpen action in. A conversation finished up between Duke and Mace, and Reed Alleman to the first pitch strike. 0-1 the count to start Alleman. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and ground out. Duke set on the rubber, Hill with his stance. The 0-1 swung on by Alleman. Fly ball right field, hustling towards the corners. Encarnacion will fall fair for a hit. Heading past second, into third is Gindle. He's hustling over there, no throw. As Gindle reaches safely to third, it's a base hit for Blake Alleman, his 35th hit of the season. Alleman stands at first, the single to right field. Gindle goes all the way to third on it, so runners at the corners. No one out here in the 6th inning. Now Blake Galen at the plate. 0 for 1 of a pop-out, worked a walk in the 4th. It was cut down part of an inning-ending 3-6-3 double play. It was the final out of that double play as Robinson hit it right to Castro, who took it on one hop and went to the first base bag unassisted, and then they got Galen on a rundown and chased him down 6-3. Sanchez helping out. First pitch to Duke, from Duke to Galen, swung on, ground ball, second base. Kenley applies the tag. No, not in time, and said he waved around it. Not wasting time, though. Kenley threw to first to get the runner out, and Galen. And a run does come in. RBI fielder's choice. RBI grounded, I should say. Allman moves over to second base as he avoids the sweeping tag from Kenley, trying to get him out at the hips. But Alleman with the swiftness to avoid it, but they get Galen out at first, so it's an RBI ground out. Brings in the second run for Lancaster. It's 5-2. Now Kelly Dugan has the bat. He's pinch hitting in the pitcher's spot following Espinal getting the hook. DHing was Robinson to start the game. First pitch to the pinch hitter Dugan. This is away for ball 1-1-0 the count to start Dugan. It's 5-2 game as Revs lead by 3. Scored 5 runs in the first 3 innings, but it's been Lancaster since. They scored once in the 5th. Unearned run off an Revs error and after a RBI double following the error. Now one here in the 6th with an RBI ground out. One out runner at second in Alleman. 1-0 the count for Dugan. Next pitch from Duke misses low, ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. Dugan coming to this pinch hitter appearance, enjoying a 4-game hitting streak. He's 7 for his last 11. He's 1 for 2 in the series. DH the first night, collected a base hit in the 4th. Time called as everyone gets reset. Alleman puts on the helmet and takes the modest lead off of second base. Dugan ready at the plate as well. Next offering, swung on by Dugan, foul third base side, over the crowd and in towards Arch Street. Who's to count the 2 balls and a strike? Dugan, he's been really hitting well against everybody. 385 against lefties, 344 against righties, 3 home runs against right-handed pitching. 2-1. That just misses upstairs, ball 3, and it's 3 balls and a strike on Dugan. All Duke has not really had to deal with walk trouble tonight, just 2 thus far. Has walked 1 in the inning, though. Did lead off the 6th with walking Gindel. Later scored an RBI ground out, make it 5-2. Now 3-1 the count with Dugan at the plate. Duke turns to second, now delivers, and that's a called strike 2. Count moves to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the pinch hitter Dugan. To just reaffirm the fact that Dugan's been a good hitter for Lancaster in runners in scoring position, hitting .440 with 17 brought in. So big spot here is the payoff pitch. Swung on by Dugan, fly ball to center field. Sanford on his horse back towards the center field gate. He leaps up and it just caroms off his glove and on in front. Heaving throw back in, cut off by Sanchez. They'll throw towards the plate. Play at the plate. Hill, did he get him? No! Alleman avoids the sweeping tag from Hill off the throw from Sanchez, and another run scores for the Barnstormers. They almost had him, but Alleman, who avoided 2 tags across his base pass path, avoids the big tag opportunity from Hill, and it's now 5-3 Lancaster, or 5-3 York. York with a 2-run lead still. The lead dwindling, as Lancaster has now scored 3 runs in the 5th and 6th respectively. Scored a double for Dugan. RBI double that scores Alleman. Now it's 5-3 York. Runner at second, 1 out now. Alejandro De Aza as he takes the first pitch from Duke for a strike. 0-1 the count to start the former B. De Aza. Meanwhile, they'll pinch run for Dugan, who can swing a bat but not healthy enough to run the base paths, I don't think. Dominic DeSabatino once again pinch running for Dugan at second. 0-1 misses for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Now for De Aza. De Aza, the first round pick for the Barnstormers in the New Britain Bees dispersal draft a couple seasons ago. Ball no strike to count. Next pitch swung on by De Aza. Ground ball first base side. Quick roller over to the Revs bullpen, and it's scooped up by a Revs reliever. Revs have some bullpen activity. Don't know who's warming up quite yet, but we'll give you that information once we get it. Meanwhile, here in the 6th inning, it's 5-3 York as Lancaster has scored twice here in the 6th. Scored 1 previous run in the 5th. Make it just a 2-run game as the 1-2 swung on by Diaza, ground ball to second. Slow bouncer, scooped up by Kenley, throw across to first in time to get the hustling Diaza for out number 2. Second ground ball, it's gone Kenley's way this inning. Diaz out, number 2 in the ground out the second. It does move the runner over into Sabatino, who moves the third. The runner at third of 2 outs here in the 6th inning. As Ladarius Clark now at the plate for a third time. Base hit back in the 2nd. Reaching an error in the 5th. So yet to be retired by the Revs at the plate tonight. Ready to face Duke for a third time. Von Schaman now at 81 pitches. First pitch, swung on by Clark, foul third base side to the left of the Barnstormers dugout. Starts 0-1. It's an RBI double, RBI ground out, the damage-inducing action to make it a 2-run ball game. Revs have 5 runs on 7 hits. They have committed an error. Lancaster, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for them. The 0-1, swung on by Clark, popped up. Third base side, Hill, Herrera. It's Herrera's ball. He calls it, but it just trickles away from the glove. It's a miscommunication, not able to get York out of the inning. Falls harmlessly away from the glove of Herrera for strike 2. It's now no balls, 2 strikes to count for Clark. As I mentioned, Clark not the most impressive of averages of 242 coming into tonight. Now with 16 hits. Now the 0-2, swung on by Clark, fouls it off the netting first base side, due to get an 0-2 count. Coming into this evening's contest, Clark had only 5 hits in his last 34 at-bats, but those 5 hits had knocked in 7 runs. He has scored a run himself tonight, though, as he scored in the RBI double from Anthony Peroni back in the 5th. Von Schaman lowers the shoulders. The 0-2 swung on by Clark. Fly ball left field. Let's stay fair or foul. It hits off the wall, fair. Another run comes in for Lancaster as DeSabatino scores from third base, and it's 5-4 York. Ladarius Clark continuing his clutch hitting. RBI single, hard hit off the arch nemesis. Scores DeSabatino for the 4th run of Lancaster's evening, 3rd run of the inning. And here comes Mark Mason out of the Revs dugout. Alberto Rodriguez had been warming for the Revs, and it looks like that will be it for Duke Von Schaman. Was cruising through 5 innings before running into trouble here in the 6th. Exits the game with the Revs leading by 1. And they'll look to keep it that way as Alberto Rodriguez comes in. We'll tell you more about Rodriguez's season thus far after the quick break. Revs lead 5-4 here in the top of the 6th from the Revs Radio Network.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Back on the top of the sixth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen here with you. It's a 5-4 one-run Revs lead, as Lancaster has scored 3 times here in the 6th inning. RBIs for Clark, Dugan, and Galen have made it just a one-run ball game. Alberto Rodriguez on the mound for York. First pitch to Peroni as it skates away from Hill. Going on the pitch was Clark, and now he'll run towards fast second base and head towards third. Be a stolen base wild pitch as he successfully steals second and advances the third in the wild pitch from Rodriguez. So now in the blink of an eye, the runner that was on first all the way to third in Clark. Now 2 outs, the tying run for Lancaster just 90 feet away. Anthony Peroni already with an RBI tonight, an RBI double back in the 5th, and to a double play back in the 2nd to end the 2nd inning. 1-0 the count to start. Rodriguez, the next pitch, catches the outer edge on the righty Peroni for strike one. 1-1 the count. Rodriguez coming to his team-tying 17th appearance. 1-1 record of a 6.50 ERA. Last saw him on Friday against the Barnstormers. Allowed 1 earned run in a relief inning, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. 1-1. Tracks inside, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. The run he gave up, in fact, on Friday in the 6th inning was a home run from Anderson De La Rosa. Just the 2nd home run Rodriguez had given up all season. The 2-1 to Peroni. Oh, look out! Slip grip from Rodriguez, and it tracked up towards the head of the Barnstormers catcher, who had to lower it just to avoid contact. Count moves to 3-1. York scored 5 times between the 1st and 3rd innings tonight. 1 run in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd, but then Lancaster has now scored 4 between the 5th and 6th. Making a 1-run game is 3-1. Swung on, broken back, ground ball to short, scooped up by Sanchez. Throw across to first in time to beat Peroni by a couple of steps and keep the York lead intact. And to the bottom of the 6th here at PeoplesBank Park, it's a 5-4 Revs lead.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include residential direct support professional, LPN, day services community participation support, residential scheduler, training manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen here with you on a beautiful July 4th. here in York. It's a 5-4 game, though, as York has lead cut to 1. A 3-run 6th inning from the Barnstormers has cut York's lead to just 1, 5-4. RBI base hit from Ladarius Clark, RBI double from Kelly Dugan, and an RBI groundout from Blake Galen doing the most damage against Duke Von Schaman in his final line tonight in 5 2/3 innings. 4 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Roberto Rodriguez came in to get the Revs out of the 6th, tiring Anthony Peroni on a 6-3 broken back groundout. The 2 up for York here in their part of the 6th inning. Be Darian Sanford to lead off proceedings, followed by Jan Sanchez and Melky Mesa, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters of their order. Another pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts for the Barnstormers is Ben Wenger now on the mound pitching for Lancaster. First pitch to Sanford in their first strike. Starts Sanford 0-1. Wenger in his first pro season. Graduated out of the U. Miami. It's the 0-1. A little high for ball 1. Ball on a strike. Misses his second pro appearance. Made his pro debut on June 30th against the Ducks. 2 innings scoreless against Long Island. No walks, 3 strikeouts, and a 16-8 Lancaster win. 1-1. Swung on by Sanford. Foul straight back. Off takes a hard carom off the upper deck and towards the seating bowl behind home plate. Nice play off of carom. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count for Sanford. Sanford with stolen base tonight, now at 23 stolen bags on the year. Got that back in the 2nd inning as the 1-2. Called 3rd strike in the outer half, and Sanford rung up. One out, no one on for Jan Sanchez. Jan, 2 walks and a run scored tonight, also a strikeout sandwich in between those walks. We're to face Wenger for the first time. The righty steps and fires. First pitch, catches the outer half. For strike 1, 0-1 the count. Sanchez already ready for the open stance from the right side. Wenger the quick step, the leg lift, and the 0-1. Dips low for ball 1, ball on a strike. A season of Miami, 1-1 record of a 7.71 ERA in 7 appearances. Previously played college ball for Yale. As the 1-1. Swung on by Sanchez, fly ball, shallow center field, coming in as Clark, and he will put it away. Two up, 2 down for York here in the 6th. It's up to Alberto Rodriguez as a darn double hook. Presumed it would be Melky, but of course with Duke Von Schaman out, this is goodbye to the designated hitters. The first pitch from Alberto Rodriguez, who has a bat swing and miss for strike 1, 0-1 the count. Wenger in the next pitch. Swung on by Rodriguez, fouled towards the netting, 0-2. Well, we've seen pitchers hit in this series. Andre Cuevas collected his first professional hit last night, an infield hit to the right side. This also scored a run. The 0-2. Swung on and missed by Rodriguez, and he's down on 3 pitches against Wenger, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for York at the plate here in the 6th, and they lead by just 1 as we head to the 7th inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Darrell Henry takes you the rest of the way here on the Revs Radio Network.
You get in your car, and you start your car. You put the car in gear, and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed indexed annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Five to 4. Revs lead it. As we go to the 7th inning, Rodriguez stays in. Had some good hacks on that strikeout, but the final out of the 6th inning, he'll look to work the 7th as well. One of the few that did not get in last night's game. As Nick Schumpert will lead things off. He has struck out and hit into a fielder's choice tonight. 5-4 York here in a beautiful 4th of July evening. And Rodriguez, first pitch of the inning, swinging a foul tip into the mitt of Tyler Hill. Fastball at 93. That is certainly as hard as we've seen from Alberto, I think. There's the 0-1. And a fastball, strike called on the outer edge. That was also at 93. Two quick strikes to begin the 7th. And he winds, he fires, and a swing and a pop-up first base as Castro moves back toward the Revs bullpen and can't make the grab. He falls down, laying out, approaching the tarp. And Schumpert's at bat continues. Castro started drifting back with the ball, and that's the toughest thing on that play. You can't get a read on how far it's going to carry, so the tendency is to kind of move with it and not race back and be there waiting on it. Another 0-2. And a swing, a soft tap toward third. Going to be tough. Herrera gloves, has to hold it. And Schumpert, given an extra pitch, ends up on base to begin the 7th here in a one-run game. It'll be a swinging bunt infield hit, and Rodriguez throws to first just in case Schumpert had made a move towards second. I don't know if he did, but he lunges back onto the bag safely. And the Revs will stir in the bullpen. That is twice in as many innings that a foul pop-up not caught has ended up being costly. We'll see how costly. Here's Cleo Luis Rondon, who shows bunt, bunts it down in front of the mound. Rodriguez, a look at second, he'll throw there, and out at second they get the lead runner. As Jan Sanchez got his left foot on the bag, stretched with the right, got low, and it was in his pocket as quickly as he could reach out and snag it, and it's in time to get Schumpert for the lead out. Rondon's bunt try is unsuccessful, fielder's choice. Rodriguez on it quickly in front of the mound. He looked, he thought about it, and he made the right decision. Did take a little split second to decide, but he made the right choice, and now he whips one to first on Rondon. Castro reaching around the runner, caught it, and then tumbles past him. One on, one out, one-run game here in the 7th inning. Rondon, who's 3 for 4 in steals this year. Could be a threat to run. First pitch is down low on Gindel as we're back at the top of the Lancaster order. Gendel tonight 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. He had the leadoff walk that began the 3-run 6th inning. He is the league leader in runs scored. Crossed the plate for the 39th time. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a foul back into the netting. Revs with 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error tonight. Lancaster 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Revs last night came back from down 10 to win. Tonight they're trying to hang on to what was a 5-run lead, 5-0. After 3 innings, they have not scored since. Now the 1-1, and a slider, it is just inside. Looked pretty good. Lancaster coming back with an unearned run in the 5th, and then 3 more in the 6th, and at least the 3rd of those 3 is one that defensively should have been saved. Pitch, fastball, there's a called strike. 2-2, Rodriguez throwing with better velo tonight than he has maybe all year. The Revs do have somebody loosening behind him. Now the 2-2, runner goes, pitches high, Hill to throw down, it's strong, Sanchez, the tag, got him! Rondon is thrown out, trying to steal second. Tyler Hill guns down the potential tying run, throws out his first base runner of the year. And it was dead on the money, had a good pitch to throw on. He threw a strike, a dart right in front of the bag for out number 2. Base is empty, 2 outs, full count on Gendel. And Rodriguez will go from the windup now. He winds, delivers, and it is outside. Fastball, ball 4. And the inning not done yet. But that makes the throw from Hill not much bigger. Blake Alleman will bat. Into a 2-out base runner. Alleman tonight, 1 for 3. Singled last inning, kind of a sort of bloop toward the line and right, and scored. And first pitch, fastball, it is over the plate, but apparently low. Now the 1-0. Slider breaks inside. Revs have Edward Paredes up. They might be going to him next. Blake Galen, the lefty, on deck. And then it'll be the pitcher's spot, then another lefty, De-Aza. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a foul straight back upstairs. 2-1. Alberto sets and fires. And a swing, a ground ball right side. Kenley sliding stop, rolls over, throws to first. He got the out. Alleman slams his helmet down. Inning over, and the Revs with some extremely good defense in that top of the 7th inning. Jack Kenley, the sliding stop, tumbles over and throws him out. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Still 5-4 York. Stretch time here at the bank.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Ben Wanger will stay in. And a pretty good debut for him. First outing scoreless, and then here tonight, 1-2-3 6th with 2 strikeouts. Although he did get a relief pitcher for the second strikeout, but don't tell Alberto Rodriguez that, who was fired up after that play from Kenley behind him to end the top of the 7th. As he should have been, we all were. Outstanding. Here is Castro to lead it off. Revs' lead has been trimmed to a run, 5-4. And the first pitch of the inning, slider bends away. Castro's had a big role in building the lead tonight. Drove in the first run on a first inning sac fly, tripled and scored in the third. 1-0. And a breaking ball slides across for a strike. Revs had a chance to add in the third and could not. And had the 5-0 lead, but have not been able to score since. 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul tip back to the netting. Got Harris and Kenley to follow. Fire truck moving in behind center field for the post-game fireworks tonight. The wind and the pitch. Breaking ball, he swings and he pops it up near the line in shallow right. Gindel coming in, the infielders are out, and it's the second baseman, Alleman, going out, who flags it down for out number 1. Castro retired, and Wanger has set down all 4 that he has faced. Now 1 away, and James Harris to the plate. Harris 0 for 3. 5-game hitting streak is up in the air. I think Paredes is back up, getting ready for the 8th. And the first pitch, breaking ball, it's a strike. Obviously, the play that Kenley made was huge regardless, but look at it a little further. Now you've got Galen leading off the 7th, or the 8th rather. You can bring Paredes in to face 2 out of 3 lefties. Pitch is swung on, popped up, foul ground. This will find the crowd, first base side. Initially, we had a guy putting his hands up over his head, and it might be more efficient to try to catch it. Ended up with the guy next to him instead. Like, if you put your hands up, I mean, it's still coming down wherever it's going to come down. 0-2, and that's down and away. Ton of sliders from Wanger. 6'3" righty, 24 years old. On the wind and the pitch. And a swing and a ground ball slapped the other way. And past the dive of Alleman at second. That'll find the hole on into right. James Harris extends the hitting streak up to 6. Revs have now had at least one hit in all but one inning tonight. And that'll give them 8 for the game. Harris, who is a threat to run. You've got a rookie reliever on the mound. See how well he controls the running game, perhaps. Jack Kenley, the hitter, 2 for 2. RBI, run scored, walk. He's been on base all 3 times tonight. First pitch, breaking ball, stays high. Revs a 5-4 lead, bottom of the 7th inning. And trying to find a way to add on to it. One-0. That is off the plate outside. Tomorrow night, Austin Nicely against Dominic DiSabatino. Back to a 6:30 start. Actually, we'll be on air at 6:30 after the Baltimore baseball show at 6. Show and go for us. Here's a fastball. That's in for a strike. And it's 2-1. And then the Revs go to West Virginia for the first time. Tuesday's game, 6:05. The other 2 are at 7:05, which just makes so much sense. 2-1. And a swing and a foul tip off the mid of the catcher, Peroni, and back to the backstop. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harris at first with 1 out. Gets his lead with Galen holding. And Wenger steps off. Great atmosphere tonight. Full house here on July 4th. Here's the stretch. 2-2. And a swing, and he pops him up. Middle of the infield, Harris goes part way. He'll have to hurry back. Second baseman Alleman, a step out into the outfield, has it. And that is the second out. That slider broke in enough to tie up Kenley, who could only pop it up. And with 2 down, Josue Herrera will bat. Herrera 1 for 2, 2-run bomb in the second inning that he parked onto the clubhouse roof. Also reached on a walk in the 3rd inning. Offensively, he is off to a great start. First pitch, fastball. It is inside, 89. And Herrera flinching back. Might have helped sell that it was inside. Now the stretch. And the 1-0. That is down and in as he jumps back again. The Revs lineup feels longer than it did a week ago. And you get Mesa back, but Herrera's off to a great start, and then some of the other guys who weren't clicking have started to as they've gotten more at-bats. Gotten production from the bottom a lot this week. Pitch is swung on, driven foul the other way in left field. 2-1. Herrera's first 2 nights, he has started at first base and now third base. Former Diamondbacks, Brewers, and Orioles farmhand. Not past rookie ball, but he is shown here. Here's a swing and a miss. Slider in on him as he waves through that one. 2-2. He was Revs off to a blazing start in the Empire League this season as well. Revs acquiring him from there directly. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes, and Herrera, did he get hit? He did. Fastball in. I'm not sure how solidly it hit him because I think it ended up in the catcher's mitt. But he is hit by the pitch, and that'll make it first and second for Encarnacion. Two on, two out. They call time at first just to make sure that Herrera is all good. And Encarnacion, the batter, tonight 1 for 3, tripled and scored back in the second inning, which gives him an 8-game hitting streak currently. Herrera on base again, 3 times tonight. And the pitch to JC, it's a slider and a called strike. Revs with Harris at second, he's singled. And now Herrera on the hit by pitch. Now the 0-1, and a slider bends down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights are on as dusk is upon us. Now the pitch, fastball, that's a called strike. Down in the zone, 1-2. Wanger's had pretty good command aside from that hit by pitch of Herrera. And now left-hander Gabriel Moya is up in the Lancaster bullpen. Big league veteran. And the pitch, swing, and it's popped up foul, headed out of play, right field side. We'll do it again. Now Wanger nods yes. Here's the stretch. Couple peeks back, and Encarnacion holds the hand up, requesting time. He'll get it. Would love a little breathing room after Lancaster's scored the last 4, clawing within a run. Could go a long way. 1-2. Here's the stretch, the pitch, and a fastball called third strike. Encarnacion knew it. Down around the knees, he is rung up, and Wanger with 3 strikeouts in 2 scoreless innings tonight. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on, and we'll head to the 8th. Revs still leading 5-4.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at Royal RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th inning, Edward Paredes takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And he's got at least 2 lefties to face here in the heart of the order this inning. Pitcher's spot due in between. Paredes, who had a 1-2-3 inning in last night's game, appears in his 10th. No record, a 2.35 ERA. And Blake Galen will be up first. Galen 0 for 2. RBI ground out in the 6th. Has also reached on a walk. Paredes 7 2/3 innings this year. 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks. And his first pitch is swung on and popped up foul. This will head out of play, third base side. Strike 1 on Galen. And don't have a hitter on deck just yet. Ross Peoples telling Jeff Bianchi what he wants. There's the 0-1. Breaking ball and a check from Galen. He went around on it. Now Paredes gets him to offer. They have somebody down by the bat rack. And that is Devon Torrance. Paredes ready. And the pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air, left center field. Harris tracks over. He's there waiting on it. Makes the grab, and that's out number 1. Here in the 8th inning. Tonight it's Paredes trying to hand off a lead for Fuller. And here comes Torrance to pinch hit. Torrance, switch hitter, will bat from the right. He's hitting .278. 10 RBIs for the season, no home runs. Does have speed, former Ohio State defensive back. Football was his focus earlier in his athletic career. And from this side of the plate, he is 4 for 11. First pitch from Paredes, breaking ball. He bends it across for a strike. And De Aza on deck. Now the 0-1. And a swing and a foul tip into the mid. Change up from Eddie. Fastball arm speed, and that thing came fluttering in at 75 miles an hour. He's ahead 0-2. Back on, deep breath. He nods yes. He's ready. And the 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Off Hill's glove. He's back to grab it. He'll take his time. Throw to first is in time, and that's out number 2. And Paredes went a little bit quicker with the stride to home plate there. And he gets Torrance fanning on the breaking ball. 2 down. And that'll bring up Alejandro De Aza, who tonight is 1 for 3. Left-hand hitter, major league vet. He has been very good against left-hand pitching. .409 .333 against right. First pitch, and it's a hook, and it's a called strike. Eddie with the curve to get ahead. 5-4 York here in the 8th inning. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And Paredes trying to make quick work of the Barnstormers here in the 8th. Ahead 0-2. He doesn't throw with the velo that he used to, but he knows how to pitch. And now set at the belt. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball down and away. Tyler Hill sliding over to pick it cleanly. He has really gotten more and more comfortable behind the plate, a lot smoother, a lot. They talk about soft hands, receiving it, finding a comfort level at the plate and behind the plate. Paredes ready once more. And the 1-2. That's in the dirt outside again. That fastball at 84, which is pretty much where Paredes has been here in his second stint with York, of course, here in 2013, 14, and 15, and he could throw some gas back then. But he is still very effective. Here's the 2-2. And a check. Did he? He did, says the plate ump Scott Hart. He went around on it. Slider strikes him out. 1-2-3, 8th inning with 2 strikeouts for Paredes. And how about this? Since his first outing of the year, the last 9 now, he has totaled 7 2/3 no-hit innings. We go to the bottom of the 8th here tonight on 4th of July at PeoplesBank Park. It's the Revs 5 and the Barnstormers 4.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post-hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
We here at Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK are thinking about expanding our programming, so let me bounce some ideas off of you. How about we air some Southern Maryland Blue Crabs games?
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
How about the Long Island Ducks?
It could be anything really, but that is horrible.
How about the Barnstormers?
To replace it with anything would be horrible, but this stuff is even worse than horrible.
Okay, we get it. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, your home for the York Revolution.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the bottom of the 8th, left-hander Gabriel Moya, the new pitcher for the Barnstormers. Revs lead at 5-4. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's also time for This Date in York Baseball History, brought to you by the York County History Center with more than 90,000 artifacts. Your history starts here. Visit online, yorkhistorycenter.org. And July 4th, 2010, Etch got his mohawk on the field, commemorating the Revs' first half title. Revs did fall 10-7 to Bridgeport, but more than 7,400 were here to see Etch's haircut. And then in 2012, on the 4th of July, Thurm won his club record 8th in a row, moved into 3rd. on the league's all-time wins list, beating Somerset 9-2. Here's Tyler Hill leading off, and he grounds the first one near the line at third, circling it, throw across his body, off the bag, and Hill is safe. And that was Schumpert at third, trying to make the play, circling toward the line, and Tyler Hill with the infield hit. So he's on to start things. Yeah, Thurm with his 46th win on this date in 2012. Here's Darian Sanford, who might be trying to bunt Hill over. From the right side, he does bunt. It's in the air, foul by first, and Galen almost ran it down. Full speed to the Revs dugout. Snow cone, but couldn't hang on. Moya, who's 2-0 with a 0.87 ERA in 10 outings. 10 in the third innings, just 1 earned run. Does have 4 unearned runs given up. No balls and a strike to Sanford. And Moya a move over to first. Hill is back standing. The attendance tonight here on this 4th of July, 6,396 here at PeoplesBank Park. Here's another move to first. Hill is back standing. Now the pitch home, and not swinging, and Sanford puts a charge into it. To deep left center, Deaza on the track, and he's there. Right on the front of the warning track in deep left center, makes the grab for the first out. He foul bunted on the first pitch, then they turn him loose, and he made a bid at home run number 2. Jan Sanchez to the plate. This is the biggest crowd at PeoplesBank Park since May 22nd of 2019. And I have no idea what the occasion was that night, but it's some big redemption night, I think. Here's Jan Sanchez, who tonight is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run. An 8-game hitting streak that is yet to be extended. 5-4 York. Nightfall approaching on this 4th of July. And Moya steps off. And Moya might make sure that nightfall approaches before sets in before this inning is over. At the rate he works. Holds and delivers, and a swing and a ground ball foul over by the third base dugout. 0-1. Barnstormers in the 9th against Fuller will have Clark, Peroni, and Schumpert due up 6, 7, 8 in their order. Moya ready. Stares at first. A lot of concern on Hill, and delivers a slider for a strike. It's 0-2. What was so great about May 22nd, 2019?
We had a couple of events going on that night. It was a college night with 50% off tickets if a student ID. It was also York City School District Night presented by Harrisburg University, and it was PeoplesBank Client Appreciation Night, so a perfect storm, as they would say.
I thought it might have been Ian Thomas's start.
Or a crab feast, since we were playing in Southern Maryland that night.
Now Moya kicks, fires, and a swing and a foul ball back.
But that 6,000-plus crowd on May 22nd preceded a baseball and education day, so we went from a raucous 6,000-plus to some raucous youngsters.
That was 5,800 the next day for the school day game. Oh, 0-2 it stays. And Moya with the pitch. That is outside. He is very quick and intense with that leg kick, and then, it takes forever between pitches, but then he's very quick on the actual delivery, hides the ball, very direct.
Precedes Wenger, who also had a pretty high leg kick.
He's off to 4 scoreless to begin his pro career. And now a step off. Exciting. He asked for Peroni to come out and have a little discussion.
Oh, and I meant to say this during my innings, but forgot to mention it. Alex Sanabia, who we talked about was going to make his Syracuse debut soon, he did so last night against Rochester. 4 1/3 innings of 1-run ball.
That's awesome. Very, very happy to hear that. How about Atlantic League guys going to AAA and the pitching? Luke Westphal, 5 no-hit innings in a rain-shortened game in his AAA debut. Sanabia was excellent. Moya sets, finally home, and a swing and a ground ball foul down behind Polo at third.
Now the next step is just seeing these guys in Major League uniforms again.
I hope we see a lot of them. Five-4 York here in the bottom of the 8th. Moya stares at first and delivers. And a swing and a ground ball foul again. He keeps flipping those change-ups up there. Sanchez able to at least wait back long enough to get a piece.
Keeping his fellow bullpen members awake. Seen a lot of action over there in the recent inning.
He's thrown 9 pitches. Do you think it's taken 9 minutes? It feels like more. Now home. Swing and a miss. Wins the battle. Slider in the dirt. And that's out number 2. Revs will send up Andrew Dundon to pinch hit in the pitcher's spot. Looking for a last bit of insurance before we go to the 9th. Dundon at 212 coming in, a home run, 11 driven in. He was on base all night last night from the 9 spot. He had a hit, 3 walks. 3 walks, tying a Revs season best so far this year. Now Hill at first. And first pitch to Dundon is high and wide. Moya, who pitched for a couple of years with the Minnesota Twins, mostly in relief, but handful of starts, and still only 26 years old. (1-0), and that's cross for a strike, a changeup. Pitched in the 8th inning on Friday night, and he hit Dundon with a pitch. And some fireworks popping toward East York. We've been playing through fireworks shows in different neighborhoods the last couple nights. It's the 1-1, and a slider that wrinkles across for a strike. Well, Dundon, a little reaction. He doesn't usually say much. The dugout did not like it. Fans did not like it. Wellington Dotel alongside the coaching staff down there. He had his arms raised. Now Moya staring downhill, delivers home, and it's inside as Dundon has to, again, jackknife out of the way. It was in near his hip. 2-2. 5-4 the lead here in the 8th.
Well, if Moya's goal is to get Dundon to not crowd the plate, I don't think it's working.
No. Didn't move an inch. Now home. And a swing and a pop fly. Shallow right. Gindel didn't see it at first. Near the line, it lands for a hit. And Hill on his way to third. Throw will be late. Andrew Dundon, a pinch hit. Bloop single. First and third, and guess who's coming up? Carlos Castro trying to bust this game open. Andrew Dundon, the pinch hit. Bloop hit to right. Gindel initially didn't know where, and that might have been all it took to cost him.
It's that time of night where you lose it in the twilight sky, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, here is Castro trying to give the Revs a cushion. He's 2 for 3, triple run scored, sac fly that opened the scoring early in the game. Has his 18th multi-hit game now this season. And Moya will take a stroll behind the mound. I don't know, it might be firework launch time by the time he decides he's ready to pitch.
We have slowed down, that is for sure.
He leans forward, arm dangling, comes set, bounces the hands to his belt, delivers home, and pours a strike across. Fastball at 90. So he gets ahead, and that could potentially now set up a bunch of changeups. A lot of folks chilling on the lawn tonight. Their blankets out for the fireworks show later. They set up in the pitch to Castro. Big swing and a miss. Went fastball again. That was a healthy cut. 0-2. Revs have not scored since the third inning tonight. Once again, Ray found himself with a very boring middle 3 innings.
Well, exciting if you're Lancaster fans, I guess.
On the stretch, the 0-2, and a swing and a foul tip to the net. It's probably up out of the zone, but has to protect and got a piece of it. Moya from Venezuela now lives in Orlando. Arms circling as he looks in. Now he's ready. Another 0-2. And a swing and a foul back over the roof.
You know what's crazy to me?
What's that?
There's not a single guy on this roster who I think was alive during the bicentennial.
Well, yeah. It's a new day in the Atlantic League.
Yeah. And made me think, when's the tricentennial? Was it 2076?
Yeah.
That would be? I think I'll be alive for that.
We'll make a good run at it.
Yeah.
Now another 0-2. Fastball missed outside. Good eye from Castro. I don't think Moya has thrown him an off speed yet, which, watching him, seems to be his best in the changeup, but it's not what they've gone with. Castro did not face him on Friday night. Now Moya ready. And the 1-2 swing and a pop-up foul. Right side. Galen will give it a look, but this is into the stands as well. They wanted that in on the hands. That was left up and middle away, but 0-2, you've got to protect against everything, so Castro a little late. Now another 1-2, and a swing and a foul tip back to the net. He just keeps pumping fastballs, and Castro keeps fouling them off. This is surprising to me, but we're not in the heads of Moya and Peroni. How many has he thrown him so far? 6?
At least, maybe 7.
And I think they're all, yeah, 7. And I think they're all fastballs so far. All about the same speed. Now set, and time is asked for. This is terrible. This is so brutal.
Especially coming towards the end, we're so close. We just want to make giant explosions in the air, people. Come on.
Man. Now again ready, maybe. And here it comes. And a big swing and a foul tip. Castro, he is not getting cheated. And that might have been as close as he's been to squaring one up as they continue to throw fastballs. Got a piece of, I think, the catcher. Castro with runners in scoring position. You'd wonder how he's leading the league in RBIs. Men in scoring position hitting .543. That'll do. Moya again ready. And delivers. And a swing and a line drive. Base hit right field. Hill in to score. Dundon heading for third. He'll beat the throw, and Castro moves up to second on it. He's fired up. And the Revs add an insurance run. It's 6-4 here in the bottom of the 8th. Carlos Castro, the league's leading hitter on the 9th pitch of the at-bat. A single into right. And the Revs, with a big insurance run, go up 2. Here comes Ross Peoples. It was fastballs for 8 straight pitches. And then on the 9th pitch, a slider. And Castro was all over it, took it the other way. And that is such a mano-a-mano win in that battle between pitcher and hitter. He was so fired up when he won that, had his arm in the air running toward first, and then the great base running as well.
Yeah, great battle for Castro going against the former major leaguer in Moya. And Castro, he's got plethora of experience in the minors himself, and the younger of the two winning the battle this time.
League leading RBI number 34, his second tonight, and he's got his 9th 3-hit game of the year. Here's Harris, who takes a change up for a strike. Dundon going first to third. Drew the throw, which allowed Castro to go to second. Just great all around. 0-1 to Harris. Swing and a pop foul. Back and out of play. The 6-4 lead with Fuller getting ready. James Harris tonight 1 for 4. Oh, they're doing the wave. It's like a tidal wave. 0-2. And it misses high and away. Appeal to first. He held up. Sorry, I didn't participate.
We're kind of in the middle of something, man.
We are pretty locked in right now.
We are. Blinders on.
Now Moya ready, and the 1-2. That's outside. 28 pitches into his excruciating 8th inning. Uh-oh, it's coming back. It's the undertow. Now the 2-2. And a swing and a foul tip to the backstop. Harris able to cover the outside and get a sliver of it.
Now, not that I'm a part of this movement, but are you aware of the anti-wave movement going around baseball?
I've heard of it, yeah.
I know Noah Syndergaard of the New York Mets despises the wave.
Yeah, well, he's...
It rivals his golden waves, I guess. I don't know.
Pitch to Harris, swing and a miss. Changeup will end the inning as he fires his bat and his helmet down. But the Revs with a big insurance run, 3 hits, 2 men left on, and we go to the 9th looking for a big win here on Independence Day. It's the Revs 6 and the Barnstormers 4.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 9th inning, it actually won't be Jim Fuller tonight. It's Victor Capion who's on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs with a 6-4 lead for Vic. And he'll face Clark, Peroni, and Schumpert. And as a matter of fact, you've got Wright, and Wright. I don't know that that's the reason. Fuller's been used a lot here of late, but...
Well, you're right.
Right? As Clark leads things off. And Capion, who's closed a ton of games in his career with the first pitch. It is swung on and missed. Fastball at 92. He got the win last night, 1-2-3-8. Previous outing, he had a 1-2-3-4 hold at High Point. Overall, 1-1 in 6 games, 5.06 ERA, thanks to Southern Maryland's scoring decisions. Here's a bunt try, right back to Victor. He's got it, runs a couple steps, and underhand flip to Castro. Clark trying the element of surprise, but he bunts it right back to Capion for out number 1. Revs are saying thank you very much. And here comes Peroni. Peroni 1 for 3, RBI double in the 5th. Which first got them on the board. Capian trying to save it for Duke. He's looking for his 2nd win of the year. And the first pitch, fastball, it's right there for a strike. 92 with some downward movement. Had 2 saves in Mexico earlier this year. He's an all-time great closer in the American Association for multiple years. Now delivers, and a swing and a flare the other way. It's fair. Base hit down the right field line. Peroni takes his turn. Encarnacion got over there and then must have stumbled or something, and Peroni into 2nd as the throw comes in. And the Revs lose a chance to keep the double play in order. On a single flared into right, or, well, maybe a double, I don't know. Yeah, can't see what happened down there. I think it just, against the tarp, rolled past him and went all the way toward the corner. He didn't fall. He, I think, missed it. So here's Schumpert, who's 1 for 3 with an infield hit. Tying run now at the plate, 6-4 York, and again, that insurance run so big. First pitch, it is down low. That's how you felt last night when Castro added an insurance run in the 8th, went up 2, and then Gindel's leadoff double wasn't nearly as perilous as it could have been.
Also get Castro a State Farm shirt.
Victor the 1-0 swing, and it's fouled off right field side. Capian, who had 7 saves in the Diamondback system. 76 in Mexico and the American Association, his time spent in those leagues. That's a lot of saves. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball 93 in on the knuckles. Cleo Luis Rondon is on deck. And you really don't want to get to Gindel, who follows him. Capian, he's got 86 career saves combined. He's ready. And the 1-2. In on the hands, and he fights it off against the netting foul. That was right in on the fingertips. Revs trying to win back-to-back games for the 6th time this season. They have not been able to win 3 straight yet. Trying to build some momentum off what they did last night. Now another 1-2. And a swing, a ground ball up the middle, base hit, center field. Peroni around 3rd, he will score 6-5. And Schumpert is on base. RBI single, tying run is on, and now if you don't get a game-ending double play, you will have to face Caleb Gindel. Capian was ahead of him, but Schumpert drops the bat head on it, just rolls it on the ground. And up the middle it goes. So here is Rondon, who's 0 for 3 on the night. Some big fireworks shows in East York are underway now that nightfall has arrived. The biggest is here. Revs trying to get the win first. And the first pitch to Rondon. He swings, lines it, left field. Harris has it lined up. Tiptoeing toward left center, makes the grab. 2 down here in the 9th inning. Revs are 1 out away. And it's going to be Victor Capion against the league leader in home runs, Caleb Gendel, who's got a 12-game hitting streak. Revs have held him to 0 for 2 with 2 walks tonight. Second in the league in runs batted in and in hits, behind only Carlos Castro. Tying run, Shumpert at first. Capion the pitch, there goes Shumpert, and a swing and a bouncer foul over by the Revs dugout, strike 1. And they sent Shumpert, who in 19 games coming in is 3 for 4 in steals. No balls, 1 strike. Now Capion has his sign. And the pitch. Backdoor slider just missed. 1-1. Again ready. Castro holding over at first. Pitch. Backdoor slider. That just missed. As again, Scott Hart stares at it. Doesn't give it. Almost the identical spot. So they try that twice in a row, trying to stay away from him. Tyler Hill giving the signs. Capion ready. Going away again. Here's the 2-1. Runner goes, and it is a called strike. Throw down to second is late. Strong throw from Hill, but Shumpert had a good jump. He slides in with steal number 4. So a base hit now could tie it. A strike would wrap it up. It's 2-2. Revs are a strike away. Gendel hitting .406 with men in scoring position, if you're wondering. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the 9th. Capion looking to end it in front of a packed house here at the bank. He's ready. And the 2-2 pitch. It is down and in. Slider. Hill had to move over to backhand it. Full count. Blake Allemond is on deck. You do have a bag open, so it certainly doesn't have to be perfect to Gendel, but if he reaches, then the go-ahead runs on base. Full count. Capion nods yes. He's ready. And the payoff pitch. Swinging a fly ball, right center field. Sanford and Encarnacion both back. Sanford is there! He makes the catch and this game's over! Back on the warning track in deep right center. Had it all the way! And the Revs win here on 4th of July 2021. 6-5 is your final. Here in front of a packed house at PeoplesBank Park tonight. Let there be fireworks as the Revs have won back-to-back games. And coming off the record comeback from a night ago, they jump in front early tonight and hang on to win it by a run. 6-5 your final. Capion steps in and gets the save tonight. Duke von Schaman with win number 2. And the Revs enjoying the heck out of this holiday weekend. We'll try to make it 3 in a row tomorrow, but what a game tonight. What an atmosphere here at the bank. The biggest crowd here since May of 2019. And Sanford puts it away on the track in right center against his former team. Never a doubt. As the Revs win it 6-5, your final score. As they file through the victory line, what a win this one was. And next on the agenda, the biggest fireworks show in York, and the biggest that we've ever had here coming up, with inside the park and outside the park. So we are just getting started here tonight. But the Revs take care of business in our first feature of the evening. 6-5 is your final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs win it tonight. 6-5 is your final score here at PeoplesBank Park. What a win and what a night here on 4th of July 2021. Something that last year we could only dream about. Hopefully a year from then. And here we are tonight. All the shackles removed, and biggest crowd since May of 2019 on hand to see another fantastic performance. Revs winning back-to-back games. They improved to 15-19. Lancaster falls to 16-18. We'll look at games from elsewhere coming up in our next segment, let you know where it all shakes out at the end of play on July 4th evening. But first, let's recap this one for you. And we'll start off with, on the pitching side of things, Duke Von Schaman, who for the second straight start just breezed through the first 4 innings. In fact, taking a 2-hit shutout into the 5th for the second consecutive start. The only 2 hits coming in the second inning, and promptly got a double play to get out of that situation, and he would roll another one in the 4th inning as well. And meanwhile, the offense building its early lead, scoring a first-inning run on a Carlos Castro sac fly to center for his league-leading 33rd RBI. And Melky Mesa, his first hit since coming back into the lineup, a double, helped set that up. So he made an impact here tonight. He was able to get more than one at bat tonight, which was nice. Then in the second inning, the Revs put up 3, built the lead to 4-0. As Jack Kenley took a leadoff walk and Josue Herrera crushed a 2-run homer onto the clubhouse roof in right field. And what a start he is off to with the Revs. JC Encarnacion then tripled to left center, gave himself an 8-game hitting streak, and he promptly came home when Tyler Hill lined a sac fly to center for a 4-0 lead. Revs with another run in the 3rd, and again it was a triple that set things up. Carlos Castro, with his league-leading 3rd triple of the year, hammered it off the LED boards on the wall in right center, and he scored with 1 out when Jack Kenley singled past the drawn-it infield. RBI single to left made it 5-0 York. and they almost had to make that stand up. As it turned out, the insurance run in the 8th inning was extremely important, but a 5-0 lead at the end of 3, and the offense was held quiet until they got that big insurance run in the 8th. Meanwhile, in the 5th inning, Lancaster began to chip away. With 1 out, Ladarius Clark reached on a throwing error, and Anthony Peroni immediately followed with an RBI double off the nemesis and left. That made it 5-1. And then in the 6th inning, Caleb Gindel a leadoff walk. Blake Alleman singled to right field, made it 1st and 3rd. Blake Galen, an RBI ground out, cut the lead to 5-2. And then pinch hitter Kelly Dugan with an RBI double to deep center that Sanford almost reeled in but could not hang on to. And that allowed a run to score to make it 5-3. Then with 2 outs, had a chance to get Ladarius Clark on a foul pop to 3rd, but Herrera came in and overran it and couldn't make the play. And Clark ends up with a single off the left edge of the arch nemesis, and that drove home the 3rd run of the inning, and all of a sudden the Revs lead was down to 1. But Alberto Rodriguez came in for Duke Von Schaman. Rodriguez was tremendous, an inning and a 3rd scoreless tonight. Had some really good defense behind him, including in the 7th inning. After a leadoff infield hit, Alberto took care of a bunt back to the mound himself. Then Tyler Hill throwing out Cleo Luis Rondon, trying to steal. And after a 2-out walk, got a great play from Jack Kenley on a diving stop at second, robbing Blake Alleman to end that inning. Edward Paredes came in the 8th. He went 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts, and since his first outing of the season, he has now totaled 7 2/3 no-hit innings, as he was perfect in his 8th inning tonight. And in the bottom of the 8th inning, as it turned out, a critical insurance run for the Revs. Tyler Hill leading off with an infield hit. And then with 2 outs, pinch hitter Andrew Dundon kept it alive with a bloop base hit to right. Caleb Gindel, who got a late break on the ball, didn't see it in the twilight initially. And Carlos Castro made them pay on the 9th pitch of his at-bat. I think the only fastball that he didn't get. It was a slider, and he took it the other way for an RBI single to right. Scored Hill and electrified this place one last time offensively tonight, as the Revs led at that point 6-4. And then it was Capion in the 9th inning, got the first out on a bunt. Clark trying to bunt his way on, bunted it right back to Victor. And then with 1 out, Anthony Peroni doubled to right, and somehow, I guess it against the tarp, skip past Encarnacion, ended up being a double. And Nick Schumpert then rolled one up the middle for an RBI single. And all of a sudden it was 6-5, a 1-run game again. And Capion got Rondon pretty quickly, lining out to left field for the 2nd out. And that set the matchup against Caleb Gindel, the league leader in home runs. And Schumpert, during the at-bat, stole second. So, in fact, all Gindel would need was a single to potentially tie the game. And in fact, he made a bid at potentially a home run as he hit one high and deep in right center. He's been on a power binge of late, but never a doubt on this one, as Darian Sanford had it all the way, going on to the warning track in right center. He was there and put it away against his former team for the final out tonight. Big exhale for the Revs, big win for the Revs, as they have beaten the Barnstormers in back-to-back thrillers. Now 4-5 in the War of the Roses series this season, and they will try to take 3 out of 4 and 3 in a row this weekend when they play one more time tomorrow night at 6:30. But that's your recap tonight, as the Revs win another exciting one, and tonight they do it in front of the biggest crowd since May of 2019. Biggest crowd in this stadium in about 26 months. 6-5, your final score. We will take a timeout. Final segment on the post-game show.